If you don't have painted nails on the next podcast, you don't love your girlfriend.
You better do it.
Why are you booing me? I'm right. I am so outspoken on this.
Donkey Kong.
Guys. Whoa.
Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong. Welcome, everyone.
He's ugly now. He's ugly, and I will take no arguments from
No,
you guys.
No, Dano, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
He's ugly. No, I'm
wrong,
kidding.
Dano.
I'm gonna be straight up. I actually like the design because.
Let's go!
Okay, listen,
Wow,
listen,
character
listen.
development.
No. Listen, in Mario Kart's trailer, he looked like they used his neutral design to where he had the flat eyes. All right, and I didn't like that. All right, I didn't like his like little round goggle look. But now he has the curve that I love, like the little angry whatever. They kept it, and
Eyebrows.
I'm fine. All right, it's gonna take some getting used to, but I'm fine. No, it has like the little like the angry curve. You know what I'm talking about? And I put a picture of the new. Like the,
No,
the
we're gonna
point.
no,
we're gonna
don't do that.
We're gonna.
We have to start from the beginning anyway, so
Yeah,
let's not do that.
Jumping around.
The day that we are recording this, the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation just came out. It was a big
my hat
announcement. A lot of stuff got announced. So we're joined today with our good friend M Swizzle, a Nintendo aficionado. Is that the right word?
That's
Nintendo
a word.
person who knows Nintendo.
And me being the local industry plant, we are gonna go through the direct, and
There we go.
we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. So guess what?
Before we even get into it,
Yes.
rank the Switch 2 out of 10 right now.
Like the direct or the Switch 2
Switch
itself?
2. Just the Switch 2.
No, I would say
Without-
the direct.
Direct? Okay. Direct?
Direct,
I
yeah,
gave it a 9 out of 10.
Okay.
Really?
Okay.
That high?
Let's go.
That is insanely high. I don't know about a 9.
Let's talk. Let's talk.
You know what I
Yeah,
gave
no,
it?
I
no,
agree
no,
with the
no.
9.
You know what I gave
agree
it?
with the 9.
You know what I
serious?
gave it? Can I say mine?
No.
It's a 10 out
Yes.
of 10 for
Yeah.
me.
What is wrong with you?
It's a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Dano, you
Listen.
don't understand. You don't understand how big of a launch this is for the Switch 2, because not only did they show off a brand new Mario Kart.
We're gonna go through it. We're gonna
Save
go through
it.
it. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through it.
Okay.
That's
You know,
enough
well,
teasers.
Why do we have to go in order?
Wait, everyone
Because
say your
that's the
rankings.
point
Everyone
of
say your
content.
rankings. We're gonna watch the directs, and then we're gonna skim through, and we're gonna give our reasoning afterwards. All right? Pair.
Yeah, I'd say 9 and 9.5.
Insane.
I'd say I'm pretty realistic. I'm gonna say 8.5, and because I have reasons why though. I can
Okay,
back
okay.
it up.
I'm down to an 8.
Bundun.
9, but it loses a point because they need to save Melee again.
Listen,
I see.
before we
9
talk
average.
about
In
anything,
that bit, if Melee was in that bit, I would have pogged off. I would have done.
Yeah.
listen
Yeah.
exactly. But
What in
if
the
Melee
world does
was in it-
pogged
listen,
off mean? Sorry,
I
that
think it
sounds
loses-
insanely phallic.
The worst thing is that the tech demo game is paid. You cannot defend it.
That's stupid.
I agree.
That's
What?
Wait. What? Did I
Okay.
miss that
All
part?
right, ready?
Did I miss that part?
Let's start going through it. All right.
Let's go! Yay!
Okay, there we go.
Thank you.
All right.
Bless.
So I have some
Thank
other
you.
tabs.
Actually,
Like I got the websites and everything pulled up, so we're gonna look through those
Fancy.
as well. Well, we can see. Should we watch it in 2 times speed? Low key. We'll do some skimming
Dude, so
through
first
it.
thing,
Actually,
Mario
no. Hold
Kart,
on.
I'm
This
hyped,
is
but
short.
also
this
it's
is
so
shorts
hilarious
YouTube
that they have
brain.
like every animal under the sun.
Danny, you gotta remember, there's gonna be
two times speed
gonna
is
be-
fine, bro.
You
there's
should
gonna
do
be some
slow
viewers right now,
There's-
Dano, who haven't seen this. So you have to let them watch and react
Yeah,
first
we gotta
before you
watch.
say
We
things.
got so brand new Mario Kart. You can
grind,
rail
yeah.
grind.
The
You can
grind
rail
is
grind in
Yeah.
the new
We're not
Mario
just gonna
Kart.
sit in silence
Yeah,
and watch
this-
it, dude. Audio listeners aren't gonna.
This Mario Kart looks so interesting because, first of all of the designs of everybody
Cow.
look so they look so much more polished. We have Cow playable
Yeah.
character.
What? Wait, I didn't even digest that. You can play as a cow.
Dude, no. You can play as a cow, a crab, a penguin, dude. The stupid spike balls and a skeleton fish, a dolphin. You can play as a dolphin, Bundun, for
Look
no
at,
reason.
there's like-
It doesn't even have
see the boo
flippers to
here?
control the wheel.
The boo,
it's
like
just sitting
all
there.
of the character designs are very like
Sorry.
reminiscent of the old
It's
school
weird.
like Super Mario Kart designs back on
Yeah.
the Super Nintendo, which I really like. You can see it especially in like King Boo here with these like little funny man, big eyebrows. You got the rail grinding. The music
kinda
is a remix of the
useless,
Super
no?
Mario theme. Wall jumping.
Wall jumping.
Wall jumping, rail grinding. the power ups look crazy.
Hammer Bros.
There's,
Hammer
like,
Bros is in here. Whoa.
Yeah.
Hammer
Like, you
Bro,
can turn
there's-
into a
you can
truck?
just get in
That's
a
who
truck.
you're excited about. not the
burger!
cow.
Burger.
You eat burger.
You ate a burger.
And then when
And then it turns
biker
into
mode,
an outfit? So what does the burger do? It just gives you an outfit? That's
I have no
kinda-
idea
it
what
seems
burger
so.
does, but if burgers do that in real life, we're gonna see an economy shift.
Yo, wait. Pause.
I
and go
really
back.
love the plane more than
So,
like the. I'm so sick of the parachutes. The plane is so much better.
I recently went to San Francisco. This is when I noticed the Golden Gate Bridge. They're on the Golden Gate Bridge. This is
Yeah.
when I thought the game was going to be called Mario Kart World Tour.
Oh.
like the app Mario Kart World Tour. Or is
Yeah.
that, or
Mario
is that-
Kart Tour.
Actually, that's just the Mario Kart tour. I'll have you know. Like this is crazy. You see this like huge sandworm?
Yeah,
But
bro,
there
Dune
are
2.
there are a
Dune,
couple
yeah.
maps I can like recognize, like if you just keep playing through, like there's a couple maps that you can recognize from at least Mario Kart 8.
Well,
There's definitely
Johnny,
a lot
Sky
of new
High
ones.
Sunday.
Johnny, I'm so glad you asked because someone went through the map of the game and got every single returning track on a nice, handy Google Doc that they're making
Ooh.
for their video tomorrow. All right?
They
So-
brought back Sky High Sunday of all the courses. What is wrong with Nintendo?
So, but here's the thing. I looked at. I actually here's my script.
Oh
Here's my
my
script for the
God.
video that's gonna go out Thursday the 3rd. We got Wario Stadium, Shy Guy Bazaar, Airship Fortress, Sky High Sunday, DK Pass, Wario Shipyard, Moo Moo Meadows, Koopa Troopa Beach, Toad Factory, and then like a final Mario's like typical Super Nintendo Mario circuit.
when I heard the
pretty
Toad
good.
Factory theme song, I was so hyped. M Swizzle, what's your favorite course in the trailer so far?
Honestly, I can't even make out half of what these are. Like, I didn't realize any of those were returning. I'm focused on all of the new stuff. Can we go back to when
Yeah.
Birdo drove into the truck? What happened there? That's my biggest thing.
Dude,
it's right at
exactly.
Yeah,
that's
wait,
true.
like look at
goes
this.
in the truck and then
Dude,
just
me and
runs
I go
everyone
into
over.
the truck that absorbs my consciousness, dude. Like, what is
he's getting
Dude,
killed.
yeah, and it's basically like the Mega Mushroom now, except you're just a
Yeah.
massive
Wait,
truck
except a
running
bullet
people
bill.
over. I don't know if it's a bullet bill. Oh,
No,
yeah,
that's
wow, that is pretty
no,
fast.
there is a bullet bill. It
Bro,
was just showing-
wait.
there is a bullet
Was
bill.
that a? No, go
But it's
back.
Just like,
Huh?
It's just
Go-
like
go
in
back.
the map though.
The burger
Oh, there's the Mega
had
Mushroom anyway.
the burger had 3 patties on it. Go back.
Hold on. Shoot,
Where is it?
Wait, no, we're
too
at
far,
the beginning,
too far.
bro.
Too
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I gotta go. Yeah, here we go.
There it is.
The
Let's
burger.
get. Oh my god!
Burger, dude. Wait,
That's
go
a
back.
big
Oh my
bro.
god!
That is
Face,
a
dude.
1, 2, 3 patties, 2
Bacon?
tomatoes, 2 lettuce, bacon.
Dude, it got the little
Does
like.
anyone
Mario-
got a
dude,
flag
Mario's
on
a
top of
fat
it, dude.
Oh my god.
And they make fun of Americans, okay?
Dude, look at Mario's face.
No, no,
like,
no,
he
Mario's
munched
Italian.
that dude.
Mario's
Oh
Italian.
my gosh, dude.
But is Mario from Italy or is he an American? Is he Italian living in?
Oh yeah,
living
he
America?
lives in New York. In the movie, he lives in New York.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he's
so
Italian
he's
bred.
He's got the
Yeah, but he's
pizza.
eating American food.
Dude,
that's
is
him
this what
eating
happens when I go to
American
Five
food.
Guys? Like, what's going on?
That's
Yeah, you
disgusting.
turn into
Five
a
Guys is the
cosmic
worst.
orb.
Yeah,
Five
I
Guys
do
is the
like
worst.
all of the costumes. I think like because in Mario Kart Tour they had all of these.
Yeah.
I'm glad they
Oh,
brought
does-
them.
Okay, so does this imply that you can like get a burger?
Oh, you see him?
that-
Oh, snowman.
Snowman.
The costume change. The implication here, I feel like, is you get a burger and you have a new cart. Like, unless that's just costumes over.
Did-
what does
did
the
it
burger
change?
do? That's what I don't understand. What does
I
the
think it
burger
changes
do?
the costume. It seems like I don't know what else.
Yeah, no, see, the
It's
card doesn't
slow-mo
change
there?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
it
costume.
changed. It changed the costume. Here's what I think: you're racing, you pick up a burger, you unlock that new costume, and it incentivizes you to play as every single character.
It has to do more than that, because like, what's the point?
I feel like
you
there's
know?
a game.
Yeah, why would you go out of your way to get it? Yeah.
Why would you
I
go
don't
to
know.
burger? You know?
Dude, I don't know. New Mario Kart looks great though, and I love that the track stitching is so cool. Like having like a big Grand Prix where you go from one course straight into the next.
That's
it's gonna be
nice.
tiring, but it's gonna be so cool.
I think.
Dude, yeah, I love.
I love
fact
the
that you have
wings.
to drive from the Grand
Yeah.
Prix to the next one.
Yeah.
Oh, also an important thing to note. I don't know if this means anything. I just spotted this just now with my hyper gamer brain. But if we go look at the bridge right here, you see the Bob-omb cart? That's from Moonview Highway
Oh, no.
on Mario Kart Wii. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was also on some other tracks. I don't know if that means anything, but we got like
There's
DK
also
Wait.
a
Oh my
Wait,
God.
2 bullet
barrel.
bills?
There's a DK barrel that I assume would work like DK Summit, where you go in and just it shoots you.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Look at 2 bullet bills at once. I didn't think you could do that. Do you see
Oh,
that?
you're right. Yeah.
Well, it's 24. It's 24 players, so like at
Yeah,
a certain
so-
point, like it's gonna
God,
be
it's
chaotic.
24
item-wise.
players.
That's gonna be wild, dude.
And isn't it like,
24.
am I right? Is it like in the Grand Prix stuff, it's like one big course all combined? Isn't that how it works?
yeah.
That's what they
I'll-
say.
yeah.
I'll bring it. They talk about this a bit further. This zoom out shot and the music is great.
Yeah, that's
It's a
hype.
great shot.
Dude, okay, listen, I love the world map, but at the same time, why couldn't that be 3D Mario? Like, I want a 3D Mario where you can just explore all of that, and it's all connected.
Dano,
I'm
I think
kind
like-
of mad.
Open
until
world
the end of
Mario.
Like
the
a Breath of the
Nintendo
Wild,
Direct.
but it's Mario. Is that what you're talking
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I know it would be weird, but dude, well, hey, that's what they did for Bowser's Fury, kind of.
about? Do you know what's
I
funny
think
to
that's-
me?
I think that's what the next Mario is gonna be. To be
Dude,
fair.
the
I
funniest
think
thing
that's
to
what
me
it's gonna be.
is the whole open world hype was done like 5 years ago, and they're only now doing it. They're like, that's such a Nintendo
Well, to
thing.
be
Like,
fair-
we'll bring it back.
Yeah, well,
They've
they
probably
did
been
like,
working on it though. They're
Yeah,
like,
that's
how do
true.
we make this Mario Kart?
yeah, I think Bowser's Fury was like a testing ground, but also they started the trend. Like, well, they didn't start it, but you know, Zelda Breath of the Wild was like a big part of the trend of like the
It
open
was.
world,
It
whatever.
was. It was.
So.
I mean,
Mario just
Mario
gets second.
Odyssey's open world. Let's be real. Odyssey's open world.
Why is there a Pokey
Yeah.
driving the car? Why is there a Pokey driving the car? What's going
That's
on?
what I said. I said they got
Everyone
the
is
spike
here.
ball stack.
Wait,
the Pokey.
at
I
this
forgot
point,
their
at
name.
this
The
point, how
spike
many
ball
characters
stack?
have been showed? Do you think they're gonna be like 50 characters?
They're adding anyone at
Well,
this
there
rate.
has to
least.
be at least 50 because if there's 24 characters, like there has to be at least double that.
Are you guys surprised that it has not become Nintendo Kart? It's just Mario Kart still.
Yeah,
With Mario
where's
characters?
Kirby? Where's Kirby, bro?
I think
I'm
if
fine with that.
Mario Kart becomes Nintendo Kart, it loses its like originality. You know.
I see.
Yeah.
But I think they could. I agree with M though. They could just call it Mario Kart, but have like
Yeah.
like a Smash Bros thing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Where like,
Like-
everyone's driving.
Even still, I don't think Link and Villager are gonna return, and the Splatoon kids, I
Nah,
don't
they
think they're
will,
coming
bro.
back.
I don't think
I
so.
don't know.
Yeah, maybe
They will.
I don't know.
3
maybe
letters.
Like a
You can
future
play
update.
as a
3 letters.
fish. They're like digging to the bottom of the barrel of Mario characters, all right?
DLC, Dano. It's
yeah.
what they did for Mario Kart 8 and what they did for Mario Kart 8. It worked so well they did it twice. This game's gonna come out. We're gonna play it for 2 years, and then they're gonna be like, we're bringing DLC to Mario Kart World. Everyone's gonna pop off. They're gonna add like the Zelda world. That's what it's gonna be. They're gonna add the Kirby world, then the Zelda world, and like that's how they're gonna do it. That's my theory.
You know what? Honestly, driving around Dreamland would be super hype.
Ooh, you know what if they
Dreamland
do? What if they do?
Yeah.
Okay, well we can talk about driving around Dreamland in a tiny bit.
Oh, there's
in
so
a
much to
tiny
go
bit.
through, bro.
Yeah.
In a tiny
So
bit.
Oh my
But
god.
I don't think we should be going through this like.
no.
Yeah. Hit play.
In order.
Hit play, Cena. Hit
Okay,
play.
okay.
We got an hour
But
for
wouldn't it be
this.
cool if like Kirby Air Ride mechanics when Kirby is added to Mario Kart World and it functions like Kirby Air Ride? Anyways.
That'd be terrible. You'd be the only one like trying to chase after your car. That'd be hilarious.
so we got 20
Everybody else is fine
Like,
driving
there's
along,
DK
and you're
Pass.
just running
this
around.
knockout tour. This is what you were talking about, Bundun.
Yeah.
Where you go from track to track.
Well, no,
Yeah,
that's
that's
also just
sick.
the Grand Prix. You still go from track to track.
Yeah. But this is
Yeah.
it's like the old school
this is
arcade
elimination,
racing
yeah.
games, you know?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
Yeah,
this
you have
is
to
so
be in
cool.
a certain place to continue. That's so cool.
I love it.
Yeah, I like it a lot. And I don't know if I've even publicly announced this yet, but the big Mario Kart tournament I'm holding right after release. I'm thinking it's either going to be like a few Grand Prix or just the biggest possible thing of this.
Yeah, that'd be hype.
Valid.
Right.
Yeah,
I
that
think-
would
I
be
think
something
that
like
would be so sick.
Right.
Like, everybody who's not just becomes a commentator.
Dana, what do you Dana, what do you feel about this?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Moving on.
Oh yeah.
Free roam?
This is
Oh my
cool.
god.
Yeah, this is so cool.
Hide and
I'm
Wait,
seek
looking
no,
is
forward
go
to
going
back.
to go
Go back.
crazy.
No, go back.
Mario Forza Horizon.
Mario was drinking
Mario
a drink called
Forza.
Drink.
it. I saw that too. I was like, dude, are you kidding me? Drink.
He's drinking
Does it say
drink.
Mario drink?
Wait, no, it's the Yoshi fruit. It's the Yoshi fruit. If you look really close.
What does that text above say?
It says Yoshi's
says
drink.
Guys, why does
Mario,
that
what
image
you
look so
drinking?
uncanny?
Drink, dude.
It looks so AI. I don't know why. Dude,
I actually thought that when I saw the game cover, I was like, I know it's not AI because it's Nintendo, but it looks like.
It's
How
just
do
like-
you
it's
know,
just
bro?
it's
No.
the-
How
it's
do
the
you
Super
know?
Mario
I
in
think-
real life. effect, you know?
They could just,
I think
but they
why
could just
would
use
they?
AI.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they? It just
Dude,
saves
Mario,
money.
Mario driving a truck, drinking a beer is like so awesome.
Just like in real.
Why's it got the words? It has the word spiny shell just on the cover or on the,
Yeah.
on the
Engine
windshield.
next to
I
the
think
engine.
it's spiny shell engine. Well, let's find this car. Here it is. Here it is.
Engine. Dude, I'm gonna get a big
Oh,
stamp on the side of my
it
car that
just
says
says- wait,
engine.
Wait, hold on.
Mario
It said
Forza
something.
Horizons is so sick. Like this concept is so awesome.
Yeah, this
I think
is
it's
awesome.
like,
Like, you're-
question mark or
you're
like
just
POW
messing
block.
around. It's
engine.
Wait, look, a P switch. That's never been in Mario Kart.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What is a P
I'm
switch gonna do?
assuming it's like Tony Hawk Pro Skater where you can just like mess around. Like
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, dude. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Dude.
Also,
Oh
did
my
you guys
God.
see that?
Oh, there was a double
Oh
trick.
yeah. I just saw it for the first time too.
Whoa, whoa.
Ah, look at
yeah,
that.
that's hype, dude. You can do like the
Dude,
Sonic thing where you
run
do like
into the
6 tricks in
camels?
the air. Look at that. That's so cool. That's so
this
cool,
is
dude.
awesome. It looks.
Yeah, I'm so
beautiful. Like,
happy. I'll be able to explore without
When-
the stupid Lakitu turnaround sign going
When's the
off.
podcast?
dude, exactly.
When's the podcast of this? When's the podcast of this? I'm being so
What if
serious.
you can
Mario
play
Kart
as
podcast?
Lakitu? What if you can play as Lakitu?
You can play as Lakitu,
Probably.
but as a
Oh,
driver.
yeah, you can play as Lakitu in Mario Kart
Dude,
8.
thumbnail
Besties-
generator.
Besties posted
Thumbnail
up.
generator. Was that
Dude,
Airship
so
Fortress?
Penguin.
I know it's Airship Fortress, but I just wanted to say to bring attention to it. Look at how good that
Dude,
looks.
look at the wings. I love the wings instead of the hang glider. I'm so on board with that. A hang glider was such a view blocker.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
stupid.
Great.
Actually, while we're still on this, I'm actually gonna scroll down. Look at the Bowser's Castle map.
Ooh.
Dude,
Ah.
dude.
Ooh.
Wait, scroll back up.
There's the
thing
map.
that I think is so cool. You have
my
this
gosh.
map where it's what 1, 2, 3, 4, like 20 courses, probably 24.
1, 2, 3.
at launch.
I'm gonna count.
And there's a path that connects all of them. So they have specifically all these different interconnected bits that are gonna make the free roam. Like the free roam's gonna be sick because all of these places are on the way to the next one. So like they already have this content here. Like it's just gonna be hype.
I think it's
gonna be
30.
hype. There's gonna be like
Like
shortcuts.
28, 30 courses, it seems like.
1, 2,
I'm
3,
so
4,
hyped.
5. Okay,
I'm
hold
not
on.
gonna
1,
bother
2,
counting
3,
them.
4,
But
5, 6,
it
7.
looks
Oh,
so
I was gonna.
great.
Okay. I was gonna bother.
Wait,
Bother-
Yoshi
Hold on.
Yoshi fast
I'll go look
food
it up.
worker costume is crazy.
We got blue collar, blue
I
Yoshi.
think he,
That's
I think he's
cool.
pit crew. I think he's like the
Might be.
crew for like a race car.
Dude, Nabbit.
Nabbit's back, yeah.
I'm so hyped! That is my guy! That is my favorite Mario character, dude. So hyped.
Dude, this is
awesome,
This
dude.
is awesome, man. But,
Hey,
But I-
what do you guys
I
think
wonder-
of this?
I want everyone to look at
there's
the
so
chat.
much.
Everyone look
Okay,
at the chat. I just made a meme. I think this kind of fits the game.
Okay. Yeah.
No, bad screenshot. You gotta get the one of him doing that kickflip. Hold on. Or no, the one where he's got his.
Okay,
his-
we're not
his,
making
like-
memes during the podcast.
No,
Let's-
no, Dano.
I've got an
Audio
idea.
listeners-
I've got an
audio
idea.
Listeners,
Yeah, you can,
Pear just sent a picture of the cow grinding.
this one's better.
And it says frick yeah.
Dude, you gotta get him with the ass up in the air.
All right. You know what?
Okay.
Instead,
You know
'cause
what
we did spend like 20 minutes on Mario Kart. I'm supposed to. What was your favorite
Yeah.
announcement besides Mario Kart?
Yes. That's exactly what I
Yeah,
was
let's skip
Besides-
ahead.
Besides Mario Kart,
Yeah.
my favorite announcement, it's tough. I think I honestly would have to go, unless I'm forgetting something, I think GameCube Switch Online.
Ooh.
That's pretty
Let's
Wait,
go,
what?
dude.
That is
Wait,
hype,
I didn't
dude.
see that.
Okay.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Luigi's
ready,
Mansion
ready,
coming
ready,
soon
look at
is
this, look at
so
this.
I was
cool.
like, dude, when I saw GameCube, I was praying that Melee was gonna be.
I know, man.
launch
Yeah.
title.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still hype, and there's a chance it could come later.
Nintendo
You
hates
have
Melee.
Mario
Get real.
Strikers though, which is hype.
That's nice.
That is hype.
It said
Yeah.
Luigi's Mansion is coming soon, dude. That's so
Yeah.
cool. I've always
And
wanted to
they're-
play the
Got Wind
original.
Waker.
And they're making a game.
Oh, Wind Waker, that's gonna
for
be-
the Switch.
That's gonna be nasty.
Wind Waker's hype, but Wind Waker
Yeah.
HD should be on the thing. There should
When I
be
saw-
Wind
no.
Waker HD.
Oh,
Dude, when I saw Soul
like,
Calibur 2,
I'm not gonna
I-
play Wind Waker on my Switch. I'm gonna go boot out my Wii U and play HD.
When I saw
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 2,
you
I
and
knew
all
we weren't getting
four
Melee.
people who have one. Dan.
Yeah.
Pokemon XD. Take
No
me
one's-
back,
no one's
Pokemon
talking about-
Coliseum.
Chibi Robo, the
Oh.
best one there.
Okay,
That's
now I'm talking to
true,
guys.
that's
I have a
true.
story. I have a story. All right, I have a big story to talk about.
I want to hear the story because you were
All right.
you were telling me the other day.
So I recently found a pristine, it was that expo, Johnny. pristine copy of Chibi Robo, right, on the GameCube. Guess how much it was, and guess how much I bought it for. Just go around in Canadian maple syrup dollars.
$80.
Higher.
What? Wait, how much you paid or how much it's worth?
29 courses. I just counted. There's 29 courses. Anyway, $2,000. I'm highballing it so that way your actual number seems stupid in
See, you
comparison.
spent $250 maple syrup dollars.
I spent $350 maple syrup dollars for
Oh my
Chibi
God.
Robo. But however,
Yeesh.
I saw that and I was like, this will be a short eventually. I saw it. I'm like, okay, no, I'm not paying $350. Like, I love Chibi Robo. I ain't paying that much, right? I brought my Pokemon cards to this expo. I could sell my Pokemon cards at this expo. I sold my Pokemon cards at said expo. 7 cards. $350. I got the game for nothing. Dude.
But how much did you spend opening packs to get those cards?
No, dude. And here's the funny part. Like, I had the one really rare one, the recent one I got. I pulled.
Yeah.
That was like the only recent one. And all of the other ones were from Christmas of 2016 that I
That's
just
not
kept.
bad.
Okay.
But it still sounded like
Yeah.
girl math. Like, oh, I returned a dress, so that means I made
it's
$50
girl boss. I am a girl
to
boss.
spend.
Dano, I am a girl boss.
You are a girl boss.
but,
I've seen you in
yeah,
a dress. You slay.
I do.
Yeah, I do want to talk about
Luigi's Mansion is so hype.
Nintendo's worst Discord. I want to talk about Nintendo's worst Discord. Because
Yes.
this,
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I love the footage that they showed is so bad. Like, the connection, the game sharing of the Switch is in like 5 frames per second. Dude, it is so funny. This, you know it's going to be like that because that's what the trailer is saying.
They're setting up
trailer's saying
reasonable
it's gonna look like
expectations.
that, dude.
Was that a
It's so
news?
funny
No.
they look like little streamers. It's like everyone's streaming
Yeah.
to each other.
Guys, hold on. Wait, where is it? Where is
They
it?
do look
It's
like
dude, when are we podcasting with this thing? When are we podcasting
Dude, that
with
thing,
this thing?
I
dude?
bet that thing is
Right.
going to be $90. I'm
It's
not.
no,
It's
bro.
going to be like
That-
60 or 90. It's
that
50
would be like
even.
$300, bro. That.
So
50
stupid.
confirmed.
Shot.
The camera's out for 50.
I'm gonna use this. It's gonna be so funny.
So stupid, dude. It's so stupid.
Not as like on the actual Switch itself, but like as a webcam for me. This quality will
yeah,
change.
I do think having the camera separate, it's a choice. I am fine with it if it means bringing the overall cost of the like normal Switch down. True. I'm fine with them selling a separate camera because like the features that they showed with it, the only compelling feature is the Mario Party one, which is like whatever.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah.
I think the choicest voice is back for that actually. Remember that minigame,
I would
guys?
love that.
Because I was
love that.
looking. I was looking. If we
If
go
that camera's
to
$120, I will lose my.
this, hold on, it was
Also,
somewhere.
I do think it's so funny. They,
Dude, this. Hold on.
what
Oh, that's
one of the
small. Wait,
things
go.
that they announced.
That's smaller than I thought it was.
One of the things that they announced is certain Switch games are getting an enhanced Switch 2 port. And the first game they talked about was Clubhouse 51 Games. That was
No,
the
no, it
first
was
game.
Wait,
Mario
no.
Party. It was Mario Party.
It was Mario
Was it
Party.
Mario Party?
You were talking
What
about
was-
download
what were they
play.
talking about?
Yes, game
Download
share.
play,
Yeah.
like DS download play. I'm supposed to you explain it because you probably know better than me.
Well, download play was on the DS and 3DS. Basically, if you and a pal both had a 3DS or DS in the same spot, local play, and I own Mario Kart and you don't, you can play with me through download play. We can play the same game on your thing on your DS of a game that you don't own. It makes sense. You can share. It's game share.
Yeah, I remember doing that with New
You
Super
can,
Mario
you can do it
Bros.
with 4 games. It's looking like completely wireless. Like
Yeah,
looking like
it's
you don't
it's
have to actually
local
be there.
local wireless.
Yeah, it's wireless.
Can I point one thing out, C-Dot? Can you rewind about
Wait,
5 seconds?
I think I saw it.
Yeah. Pause there.
Guys, it's
Yellow
so over.
Nintendo Switch Lite system only available at Nintendo stores. We all
over.
needed that disclaimer at the
over.
bottom there.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Why didn't they just show like the blue one or something? You can just get rid of that.
They just had to show.
It's contrast, baby. They can't have another blue object because
Yeah.
they're already blue on the.
Show the
Switch
red.
2
Oh,
is,
there's
man.
a
You know,
red Joy-Con.
hey,
I don't
do you guys know what I was expecting to see today? I won't lie. Another
What?
color of the Switch 2. Like more
No.
Joy-Cons.
like
Should we
white.
talk
Yeah.
about just the Switch 2? Should we just cover the whole Switch 2 now?
Let's.
Is that
big,
probably
dude.
like?
We can,
It's
hold on, let's get
big.
to the.
I'm kind of mad that it won't fit in my pocket anymore.
Oh, Damn,
Yeah,
it will
I don't
fit in my
like it.
pockets.
I wanna counterpoint you.
Oh,
Or are you gonna bring out some sweatpants or
cargo
something?
pockets.
I have been playing
On my ROG
the
Ally.
the Lenovo version of the Steam Deck. This thing is huge. Let me put my Switch in comparison to this. When I've been playing on this and then I
120
go
FPS is
back to
wild.
the Switch, I like the difference is crazy just in size. Like here is the Switch
Uh-huh.
and here's the Steam Deck.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
That is small.
Like,
The
Yeah.
Switch
it's
2 won't even
tiny
be
in
like
comparison.
that big.
I feel like
The
I
Switch
think-
2, the Switch 2 is gonna be closer to. It's not
Yeah.
nearly as bulky, but like screen size wise, it's gonna be about the same. And as somebody who's been using this a lot, I am so happy for it to be bigger because literally like the Switch is like this is like a pound maybe is an ounce. It's super light. This is a little bit heftier. It's because it's a full computer, but I barely even noticed the weight. So like, I am so for the bigger size.
Are you-
I think bigger size is better.
Are you like ripping the Lenovo in bed though, whatever it is? Like that's because I
Yeah.
play portable in bed. Like it's fine. Because like I get scared. I'm gonna like the heavier and bigger it gets, I'm scared I'm gonna literally like squash my head, like and like break my nose. Because like I only play portable stuff in
I'm
bed,
sitting in bed going like this, dude. I'm sitting.
and it's
I'm-
fine.
Chilling.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, what was the deal with the yanking?
the joysticks are too tiny, man. Like there's certain games I can't play on them.
Go back. Wait. What was the deal with the yanking? You have to press a button to unhook the magnets.
Oh yeah.
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 Okay,
Oh,
am I?
yes,
okay,
baby.
this is me being stupid here, right? Because I thought, let me go back to this. I thought the magnets were in the Joy-Cons.
They are in
Wait,
the Joy-Cons.
No, they're in the
Yeah,
Switch.
right?
They're in the system.
They're in the system.
They're in both the system and
No,
the Joy-Cons.
No.
the bumpers, like the
The bumpers
so
are
confused.
steel.
these, yeah, they're steel.
Oh, that makes sense.
So what does
I
the
like
little
that.
button? What does the
I
little
like that.
button do?
That's,
How does
that's
it
some intel you'd
demagnetize
learn
it?
from the Welcome to Switch 2.
Yeah, no, I did. I did. That's where I learned it.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and then there's a little button on the back. You can just go. Whoop.
What does that do? How does that stop magnet? What does that do?
I have
It
no
just turns
idea.
off
I
the
bet
magnet,
I
I'm
could.
sure.
I could figure it out
Technology.
with the-
Maybe
yeah,
it blocks
technology
it.
with the welcome to Switch 2. See.
Okay.
That is-
This is dog. I'm sorry for my language, but the fact that this tech demo costs money, and
Yeah,
we all know
I
it's
saw
probably
that.
gonna be at least $30, maybe more, is
That's like
it's
that's
insane.
Like, why
Maybe
was
15.
1-2 Switch. Why was 1-2 Switch a paid game?
I
That
agree.
should have
True.
been bundled in. I have never seen a single person play 1-2 Switch. I know so many people with a Switch.
I did.
None of them own 1-2 Switch.
I don't
None of
own
them
it.
own 1-2 Switch.
The only reason I played it is because my girlfriend's family owns it. Like, you know, I think her dad like bought it with like the bundle and everything. And there's like 5 good games on there. It is not worth that price tag. And I don't know how well the second one sold, but there's no way that it did that good.
No.
And the Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour looks
Yeah.
even worse. Also,
Whoa,
was
wait, go back. What was
Xenoblade-
with the fat
Was Xenoblade on the Switch? Did that get re-released?
Huh?
Xenoblade X?
I think
Yeah.
it's
Wait,
just
wait,
certain
what is
games,
with those?
cer-
Those
I think
games are
certain
fat.
games, certain games have more storage, like Smash
Yeah.
Ultimate and Xenoblade.
Yeah, I see.
I
Yep.
see. Okay.
Crazy thing. Xenoblade X, probably the biggest game in the series, has the smallest file size. They're
Crazy.
wizards over there. But
Is
yeah,
that Smash?
yeah, the chonky
Yeah.
boy right here, that's Smash. I think that's Tears of the Kingdom. This is
There's
looking
no
like
new
Animal
games
Crossing
released on
right
there?
here.
Animal Crossing.
Wait, if this
Yeah.
one right here is Animal Crossing, I'm gonna pop off because I know my box
I think you're
arts.
right. Zelda. I think you're right. It is Animal Crossing.
And oh, he strikes again.
Crazy.
What's that green one?
But yeah, what do we think about storage space? I think it's.
Can you back up
great.
a little more? What's that green
This
one?
this is a good one.
This green one's
Okay, I
Luigi's
think this
Mansion
is-
3.
Like who cares about storage
yeah.
space? Like I mean,
You're
it's
right.
good. Like it's important, but like, I feel like this was expected. Like if it
Yeah.
didn't have
Yeah.
more storage, like it'd be like, guys, you're throwing. Like you spent
Well-
years on this.
Well, also, it's a double negative because, yes, there's more storage space, but also all of the games no longer have any data
Limitation.
on the cartridges. No, there's no data on the cartridges
There is
anymore.
data on
which
the
Oh,
means,
really?
cartridges. What do you mean?
No.
Oh,
No, it said...
Well, didn't
it
I
said-
pull up the exact? I just spat over. Didn't I pull up
Look,
the exact
look, look, look.
article?
They're
Uh-huh.
key cards to downloading the
Dano,
full game
this
on the
is
system.
for the games like, for example, not W, WE. No, it was, I think it was like NBA 2K something, it was
Those download cards.
the game was too big to fit on a standard Switch cartridge, so you also had to download stuff online. That's what this is.
Oh, is this what it's saying? That some boxes will tell you if it's like
Yeah, so like
a
if a
download
game
or not.
if a game
Gotcha.
cartridge is like 64 gigabytes, which I think it is, right? And a game is like 100 gigabytes, it'll have that thing at the bottom saying, "Hey, you have to have this in, but also you gotta download some stuff on
That's
your Switch."
good.
That's stupid.
I rate that. I rate that
Yeah.
it tells you. That's
It's-
actually a good
it's
thing. 'Cause,
never
like, then you
been-
know as a buyer what you're getting.
It's never been an issue with any of like Nintendo's first party games because I think Tears of the Kingdom is their biggest game and it's like 20 gigs. So Yeah.
Let me just glaze Nintendo a little bit right here.
yeah.
Nintendo is the best developer when it comes to optimizing their games because they've had the limitations of like, oh, we need to actually make sure that like the Switch, like Breath of the Wild, can run on the
Yeah.
Switch.
Dude,
like
it's
Nintendo
so-
actually makes good games that are optimized. Meanwhile, you have Call of Duty sitting here at like 400 gigabytes for
True.
all of it. Like,
I hope the
Tears of
dock
the
is better.
Kingdom is like 30 gigs, maybe, or like 16.
Wait,
something.
wait, what was that,
it's
Johnny?
Like
Sorry?
nothing.
What game?
How much is Tears of the Kingdom?
18.1. I'm gonna
18
check.
gigs.
I'm gonna check. I'm
18
gonna check.
gigs
I'm
for
gonna
Tears
check.
of the Kingdom.
but do
Call
you think
of
that's
Duty is like 150.
okay? I
not
agree with
ready
the
for
Call
all
of
the
Duty thing,
comments
but
that
do you
just say
think
that.
that's is that because game devs are just forced to? It's not like a really like a Nintendo thing.
I
Is it
do
because
think
their
it's
systems are
because
so
of
bad they have
deadlines.
to like?
Well, I think it's
Well-
partly have to, and then another part, just like the work cycle is just it's 16.4. I lied.
It's partially the work cycle, but it's also partially like Nintendo has
It's
the
just- yeah.
limitation of the Switch. I think having the limitation of the Switch made so many of the Switch games like just better overall because they're like, okay, we have to actually like make this work. Call of Duty, the reason the file size is so large, some of the assets they have 3 times copied in the game. So like I don't know why the game is so unoptimized that they have to grab the same asset from 3 different places to make it run a little bit better.
That's
Like,
awesome.
The idea that like we have graphics cards that are so powerful now that like it doesn't even matter. That like devs kind of like they don't have to try, like especially with like these huge corporate deadlines.
Dude, can I
That's
say
why
something real quick,
Cyberpunk
Johnny?
was so
I
so
hate
buggy.
Unreal Engine 5
That bad?
with a
Really?
burning passion. All right. Anyway, sorry. That's my game dev rant. Out of the
Hey,
way.
And
See
so
that?
how what's? Oh, okay.
Yes, sorry. Can I bring some value with something that I noticed in this direct that is actually an editing mistake on
Whoa.
Nintendo's part?
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's
Is
not
it-
like
is it-
it's not a weird flicker. It's something. Okay, so go to 2209.
2209.
Damn, got the timestamp ready for the pod.
Oh, that's 20. I'm blind.
2209. Look at the games.
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah. There
top.
it is. Hold on.
Look at the games at the top when they show. No, wait. Go to the there. That cover right there is supposed to be of Yoshi's Crafted World, the Switch game. That cover is of Yoshi or Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World for the 3DS. That's not the right cover art.
It's so funny, dude.
Now, some people speculate that game is going to come to Switch. It's probably not, because in the Europe trailer, they had the standard Yoshi's Crafted World. So it's a mistake. It's been spotted. But I
that's
believe
funny.
some...
Also, bro,
Yeah, anyways, we're good.
I gotta shout out the UK for a second. Like when the American stream crashed and glitched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I
bad.
I
went
hopped
to
to
the
the UK
UK
one too.
I think I'm just gonna hop on the
Bro.
UK ones from all of the ones now on because I had to. Had to do
I
that.
know the issue. Apparently, this was the first stream in 4K from Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, why even?
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah. Why
That's
they
what I'm
even do
saying.
that?
Because of the new 4K capabilities of the Nintendo Switch.
True.
They had to show off the Discord being so high quality. They had to
Yeah.
show off how high quality the Discord was.
One thing I must say on like the optimization front, also, I'm just gonna say, we will be playing these.
No,
Like,
I already
for
beat
sure.
them.
Yeah,
I
don't know,
will,
man.
because this is
Can we-
just.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah, dude, yeah,
probably-
C-Dot. And are you gonna use Google Maps? Are you gonna use Hyrule Google
I will
Maps,
100%
C-Dot?
the game
Are you
again, dude.
That's the
using-
weirdest
are you
thing.
Using Google
Dude,
Maps,
dude.
Why did they add? It's for people who haven't seen it.
Hold on, let
they
me
have
get to the
added
part.
on the Nintendo app, this Zelda Notes app, on the Nintendo Switch app on your phone, not on the Switch, on your phone. They added an app where you can use Google Maps.
Okay,
on
Johnny, that's hype. That's
hype,
really
dude.
hype. That's a hype. That's actually, I love that.
It
I
has
am not
voice
looking forward
navigation.
to,
It
um,
says at the tree, take a right.
Where my taxi taking me, man? I don't know where we're going.
Do you reckon it works with Siri? Like, can I ask Siri, take me to Hyrule?
Dude, no, it's like Zelda. It's like Zelda's wisdom guiding you.
But here's
Siri,
here's the
where can I
part
find the
which
Master Sword?
Here's the part which I really like. I think back when I was doing Tears of the Kingdom videos, 2 summers ago now, I said I want a feature where we can share like the auto build creations, and you can do that now.
2 years later.
that is
still.
hype.
2
That is
years
hype.
later. 2 years
I-
later.
On a
This
different
upgrade,
console.
Yep.
this is Nintendo. I am expecting this upgrade to cost at least $20.
Well, I'll have you know, Dano.
Maybe.
Are you a subscriber of the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack?
Yeah, they're pushing that hard.
Is it free with
It's free if you
expansion?
have
With the
those.
expansion?
Some of them.
Okay,
I think
that's
the
why
ones that have like
that's
additional
hype.
content aren't.
Bro,
But like the ones
Can
that are
we talk
performance
ab-
boosting, yeah.
That's gonna be
can we
20
please
bucks.
talk about the mouse of the Joy-Cons
Dude.
and the 2 USB-C ports, which that's my most excited part. Because
Wait,
like
there's
I feel like
two
I can
USB-C ports.
Yeah, there's one at the top and bottom. So what I reckon
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
I
do
love that.
is like probably just connect a mouse. I don't know if they're gonna let you, but like just
I mean,
connecting
keyboard
a
support
gaming
is already
mouse?
on the Switch. Keyboard support's already
Dude,
on the Switch.
I want to
That could be
see.
sick, dude. That's
I
like
want to
so
have
hype,
2
bro.
chargers in my Switch and just like ultra power. No, I'm kidding. I want to explode
Yeah.
the console by plugging 2 chargers in at once.
Dude,
no, I love
I
the fact that there's one on the
one
top,
thing-
so I can
the one
actually
thing
set it
I
up
am really
on a table.
excited about. They showed the mouse support with Civ 7 and with Metroid, so you can FPS with the mouse, and you can play like management games like Civ. That is the best feature I've ever seen been added to a console game because
Please-
keyboard and mouse is like
please
it's
show
a
it,
different
C-Dot.
like type of gameplay.
Please
Yeah.
show the mouse.
But
Yeah, but
bro,
did you see handicap basketball, dude? I saw that and I was like, oh my gosh,
Arms,
that is
dude,
so
that
Nintendo.
was- I joked about arms too being legs. They don't have
Exactly.
legs.
Bro, when I was on stream and I saw the handicap basketball, I accidentally said, bro, I was like, why doesn't he just stand up and dunk? And then I realized it felt so
my
bad.
gosh.
what
it
is
looked
your
so
favorite? What's
Nintendo.
your
When I
favorite
saw that,
Switch
I was
2
like, yeah.
edition game? Like the edition, like the upgrade ones.
Forgotten Land, totally.
I'm gonna get Za.
I want to know if the Mario Party Jamboree one will fix the buddy system in Mario Party Jamboree
Probably
because
not.
it's so bad. It takes
God.
a 9 out of 10 Mario
And we're gonna be
Party
here for,
to
like,
like a
next
7
10
or
minutes.
6. I swear, if they don't touch the buddy system, I'm exploding Nintendo.
M. Swizzo, what's your favorite new game?
Or like
Or
the
no,
version.
expansion game?
Expansion game? I mean, you only have Kirby and Jamboree, right? I mean,
No, there's
because
5, right? Or
right,
they-
but like, okay,
Wait, was that Odyssey? That wasn't Odyssey.
No, no,
Go to
no.
that.
I
fourth.
was-
Yeah. What?
I was thinking like new content games. Out of those 5, I don't know. Like Zelda's nice, but I'm never gonna go back to it. I would say honestly, Metroid's cool. Pokemon ZA. That game was gonna run so bad. I'm so glad it's gonna run fine now.
Dude, we're finally gonna get a 60 FPS Pokemon game, bro.
It'll be great.
What a world we live in. What a world
Also,
we live in.
4K 60
Metroid,
and
Yeah, Metroid.
4K
That's
60
so hype.
and then
Like, I was
1080p
here-
120.
right?
That's
Crazy.
crazy.
I
Okay,
was here
show this.
thinking
I am
that-
shocked.
Yeah,
for,
I was here thinking
1080p
that Metroid
120.
Prime 4, I'm like, oh, there probably would be a quality mode like 4K 30 FPS and then like 1080 60 or whatever. for, like,
Exactly, that's
the
what I would
stuff.
think.
And then I didn't expect for it to be 4K 60 as like the most taxing. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, I can't
And
believe
handheld, it's still
1080p
1080
120.
60.
Yeah, I mean the screen only goes 1080.
Yep. Now, can I ask this? Because this is very interesting to me. Okay. Pokemon Legends ZA we can assume it's going to be $60 when it releases, right? Any sort of disagreeing there? Will it be 70, 60, right?
Yeah.
We see Mario Kart 9 physically, Mario Kart World, got to get used to that now.
Yeah.
Physically is $90 today.
Yep.
With ZA's performance boost, is it going to be, we saw Donkey Kong is now $70, physically $80 probably. Is ZA going to be $80 physical?
I think it's going to be
a $20 price gap for physical games
70.
is crazy. For the same game.
I
Dude,
think from my industry plant perspective, I think it's going to be like the default like 60 kind of like standard, or I hope still standard, right? It's going to be that, and then there'll be like the expansion thing on top, but I don't know because it's a weird circumstance where the game comes out on both consoles.
Yeah,
right?
it's
not
weird.
like it's not like an old game that you can upgrade that you already have. It's going to be a new game. So I think we just got to wait for more info, honestly.
I think easiest thing is just 60 for the Switch, 70 for the Switch 2 version. Just make it easy.
Yeah.
Dude, all I can say is I'm glad Nintendo was the front runners of the price hike. I know that sounds whack, but at the same time, I'm really happy that Nintendo did this first and not GTA, showing people that you should be charging $100 for games.
GTA is hyped now.
No, but okay, actually though,
Dude, this
Mario
is actually
Kart
low-key
World
hype.
Mario Kart World in Australia, that does actually look really sick.
It's so goofy, dude. I saw it and I was like, yeah, here's another like ARMS, like wild out there Nintendo game. It was so on brand.
Mario Kart World is 115 Australian dollars. I know that doesn't really mean much to you guys, but like I haven't ever seen a game that expensive in my life at all. Like it is like over $100 is ridiculous.
Yeah, it'll be
GTA
that much.
6
Here's the
actually
thing,
makes sense
though.
to me though. GTA 6
Here's
would
the
make
thing,
sense.
though. Game prices have stayed at $60 since like the 80s.
Well, yes, but back then, okay, adjusted for inflation, the 80s is like $114 for a $60
That's what I'm
game.
saying. That's what I'm saying. So like we have been like continually getting $60 game after $60 game, and like the price of games like relatively since it stayed at $60 has been going down over time. And that's why like there's so many like microtransactions, there's so many like predatory practices. I would rather pay $80 for a complete game than $60 for a game that has a battle pass and microtransactions.
Yeah.
Okay,
I didn't
but
know.
also,
This is gonna
but
have
also,
DLC.
yeah, it
And
will have
maybe.
DLC. You're right.
But
it's gonna have.
if
It's
I
gonna
could
be. It's gonna be
say-
$100
Yeah, yeah.
plus DLC, dude.
If I could say
Right.
one
Yeah,
thing though, I do think that with just any game in general, this is how I see pricing at least. I'm willing to pay for the amount of time I'm going to put into it, Like
Right.
for example, I think the Switch, like the Switch 2 is going to be 630 Canadian, which it's pretty steep, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah, $450 American.
I mean, well, obviously I was going to buy it regardless of the price, but at the same time, I'll be able to play all of my older games like way better, and I'll be able to play probably the new games for the next like 10 years or something crazy like that. So for me, it would be a worthy investment, right? And then the same goes for Mario Kart with the free roam and all of that. I think it would be worth the amount that I'd be putting into it. But at the same time,
Dude, don't fall
it
for
is.
Nintendo shit, man.
Hey,
Don't
listen,
fall for Nintendo shit,
I
man.
will say this: Nintendo.
It's Mario Kart, guys. You're not going to be spending like, dude. I don't know, bro.
yeah, you will.
Nintendo,
Mario Kart will last
Nintendo.
forever.
But I have
what am
so
I
many
saying?
hours
Dude,
in that game.
Go to Steam and you'll find bangers for $20. Like way better.
What?
That's what I'm
Shrek
gonna
Kart
say.
Racing?
You're gonna bring Mario
115
Kart with you
Australian dollars
everywhere.
is 115 Australian dollars is. There's no.
You're gonna bring Mario
justification.
Kart with you everywhere.
You don't
dude.
understand. Beerio Kart.
24 people.
Drunk on any driving game.
It's gonna
Yoshi's
go
drink.
It's gonna go so hard at this one.
Yoshi's
You don't
drink.
have a break in between. You have to drink on the way to the next one.
I know,
so
but it's,
great.
so,
actually
it's still
so
so
fun,
expensive. That's all I'm saying. I think it looks amazing. I feel like games should be like $50 tops. Like
Dude, the one thing I want to tack on to what Johnny was saying though is that minimum wage also has stayed the same, even though cost of living has gone up since the time that the other games
the
are coming
budgets
out.
for games as well, I mean, I know
Yeah,
that
so it's
increases
like-
with sales, but like still.
Yeah, but
As a game dev, I'm
just,
like,
I don't know.
my man.
Like
Well,
60,
okay.
I feel like
Game-
has been fair. Like what parent is gonna buy their kid $80 Nintendo games? Like I can imagine
Game
arguing
pricing
with parents.
is- like it's all relative. Game pricing is all relative. Like it doesn't mean anything because the only thing the price of a game like means is here is how big the budget of the game was. That's all. Like, Undertale is arguably a way better game than anything Ubisoft's ever made. Most Ubisoft games are $60, $70. Undertale's $10, $15.
I think
price-
Rayman Legends is better than Undertale.
Okay, Daniel, I was gonna say that too, but that's not. That's not. Yeah.
I mean, like Ubisoft, like
Current
Ghost
Ubisoft.
Recon Wildlands. Like
Yeah.
they're not gonna be.
Also, before we continue, I just want to point something out on Elden Ring Tarnished Edition. Crazy name. Nintendo Switch Horse. Nintendo Switch Horse.
Dude, speaking of prices, can you guys believe Deltarune is gonna cost $20 and all of the future chapters are included in that price?
Wait.
That's
Sorry,
what I'm
sorry,
saying.
sorry.
That's a banger.
24 $24 and all
Speaking
like
of-
8
speaking of
chapters
Elden
are
Ring, though.
included in that. That's wild.
Wait, what was that,
Speaking
Johnny?
of Elden Ring, new FromSoft Switch
Yeah.
exclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the Bloodborne 2 is pretty much Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne 2?
Dude.
And it's Switch 2 exclusive?
Yeah, it's
I thought it was
crazy.
Castlevania. I know nothing.
I think.
Oh,
okay,
Danny,
so,
you understand how crazy
actually, wait,
this is? Like,
I'm so
this
how,
was
how
one of the biggest
familiar are
drops
you
for me.
with From Software games? How familiar are you?
Who, me?
I don't know.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Swizzle.
Me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Explain this game right now.
I couldn't. I watched it, and
No, go
I
for it.
just-
Go for it.
I just treated it as all of the other game trailers I don't care for. It's like, okay, next, I'm waiting for the next one.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm in the same boat as
you
I'm
guys
Swizzle.
are-
Like, dude, it's
I'm
wild.
just not into
it's
this.
dumb vampire.
The second I
dumb,
saw
scary
this
vampire
hand,
garbage.
the second I saw this hand after Elden Ring, I was like, no way, Bloodborne. No way, Bloodborne. No
Wait,
way, Bloodborne.
Johnny, do you want to explain why this game is so funny?
Okay, Bloodborne is what? A PS...
PS exclusive, yeah.
Or
PS4.
PS4. PlayStation exclusive game. It's a PlayStation exclusive game. And this is basically Bloodborne 2, from what I can tell. And it's exclusive to the Switch. You can only play it on the PlayStation. It's not on PC. It's not on Xbox. It's not on Nintendo.
Wait, it's
And
exclusive to the
FromSoft-
Switch?
Wait,
That's
wait.
hilarious. I didn't
But
know
can
that.
I quickly add to that, Johnny, then you keep going? The reason it's crazy as well is because like Elden Ring and Dark Souls, which is the same developer, you can play that on PC, you can play that everywhere. But just for one of their games, Bloodborne, they made it a PlayStation exclusive. But everything else in the franchise, you can play on pretty much any console. And now they're doing it on the Nintendo
They're
Switch.
doing it on the Switch. Dude, this is such a big win for Nintendo because
Oh, it's crazy, dude.
Because not only is this like just a crazy like game franchise to have,
And it looks
but
really good, too.
Having Elden Ring and having Bloodborne 2, like you are getting this
wait.
ultra hardcore audience onto the Switch.
It's-
because they're buying it. They're buying the Switch.
Oh,
they're
think
getting
of-
this.
Wait. So Bloodborne 1 is a
Yeah.
PlayStation exclusive and Bloodborne
Yeah.
2 is a Nintendo.
It's-
That
it's
is
not
insane.
Bloodborne
This is not
2,
Okay,
but
that
like
is wild.
It's not
Bloodborne 2.
Okay,
you
okay.
know?
Well, I was gonna say, okay. Well, if it was actually Bloodborne 2, I would have like that's insane. Like you
Yeah.
have
You know
to buy
that-
one console.
but
for
you know
one
what's the
game.
craziest
It's called the
part?
Dust Bloods.
Dude, it was the Bloodborne like 10-year anniversary
Yeah.
last month, which is
Sony's
so
done
funny.
nothing with the property because it's not From Software that has the property; it's Sony that has the property. Hence, why this
Yeah,
is called
yeah.
the Dusk Bloods and not Bloodborne 2.
Is the
right?
company called Software or From Software?
From
Software.
software. Yeah.
Either way, stupid name.
It-
But
it-
Dan,
back
the
to
best way to
wheelchairs and
explain
basketball.
how crazy this is, like think of like
Dude.
Undertale community, like that love, but it's boomers. That's like what
Yeah.
From Software community is.
I thought this was
I don't
a
think
DJ
I want to
game
see
at
any
first.
community with Undertale's
sounds.
love, dude.
I'm gonna get a peek.
I am really interested in wheelchair.
That's so funny, dude.
basketball game.
It's gonna be
Can
the
I-
same thing as ARMS. You're gonna play it for 20 minutes, and that's it.
Can I ask here, where do you guys play your Switch most often? At your desk or on your couch? I use the
Toilet.
couch.
Bed.
How
Toilet.
am I gonna use the mouse on my couch?
Yeah, it's
Good
true.
question. That's a good
Like,
question.
how does
Good
that?
question.
Okay, but here's counterpoint M. This is what I'm looking forward to. When I actually dock my Switch and I'm playing on my PC setup and I have an FPS game and now I can use my mouse and keyboard because I can plug it directly into my Switch.
Yeah, that's
what I'm hyped
fantastic.
about.
I
that
haven't
is
heard
what
somebody
I'm
use the
talking
word
about.
dock in non. Never mind.
That's what it's
For
for.
my-
It's been a long
It's
time
about-
since I've
I'm
heard the
hyped
word
about,
dock.
No.
In
You know what I'm
different
hyped
context.
about? I'm hyped about popping my Switch down, like at like for just like as a college student, popping this shit down on campus, and I'm playing Metroid with FPS mode.
Yeah,
I'm playing Civ 7.
That's gonna look kind of
I'm playing
funky.
Civ 7 posted at the airport on the plane, playing an FPS.
Oh,
Yeah,
With
but
the-
back
with
to
the
F
plane
Swizzle's
tray?
point. Exactly. Yeah. Imagine like using the plane tray for a mouse, or like a carpet at the
that's
airport.
crazy.
Yeah,
Like,
and I'm
that's
gonna be
gonna
getting
be
headshots,
tough.
dude. I'm gonna be getting headshots.
Hit the nastiest flicks
All right,
of all
Bun
time.
Dun. Yeah, but I'm not thinking about you. I'm thinking about a little 5-year-old who's
Dude.
trying to play the Switch,
They're
struggling
gonna
with a
do-
mouse.
They're gonna
Gets
become
added to
Counter-Strike
Switch, too.
professionals now.
That's how they learn, Dano.
They got
That's how
it in
grow.
Marvel Rivals.
Now,
Oh yeah, where's Rivals? Why did I not see Rivals, dude?
Dude, but
do you
so-
guys think that wheelchair basketball can be played without the mouse feature? Because like Arms has the
Surely.
motion, but you can also
you can
do it
also
with the
do the
controls.
Yeah,
Ah,
surely
sure.
you can play
Man,
it.
sure.
Mouse.
I hope,
surely.
bro.
Do you know what's funny?
It
It
has
looks
to
like
be.
a.
'Cause you know-
Nintendo having required motion controls in 2025 would be. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think
Can't
so.
be.
It feels like a regression from like Switch Sports. It's like now you have to put it on the desk rather than just do it in the air.
Sit down.
Nintendo has to always have some weird like tech demo game that like just is
Yeah.
a one-off and that you're gonna spend 20 minutes on and never
This
pick
game,
up again.
To be fair,
it's just
runs
arms
at a
again.
stable frame
Drive,
rate.
Wait, what is
Dragon
this?
Drive looks like it'll be an amazing party game.
What is
It's like
this?
Oh, that'd be
like,
fire.
you have
It's
you have
Hyrule Warriors.
four people around a coffee table going like this the whole time. Like that, you can't tell me that's not gonna be the best ever.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah, you know
cut right here now. What do we think, Bundun? Have you seen this announcement? I'm just gonna
You
let it
skipped Deltarune. You skipped Deltarune.
run. Well,
I'm hurt.
Deltarune,
Yeah,
yeah, that's the
yeah.
thing. But yeah.
Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4 announcement, dude. Deltarune tomorrow. Sorry, got that.
Wait,
out.
when does it come
also
out?
Silk
When does it
Song.
come out?
Also Silk Song.
Right.
What are the release dates
No,
of Silk
that's
Song
like-
and Deltarune?
Silk
Day
Song
of.
is
Deltarune Day of.
2025, and
June
then-
4th or whatever.
Let me see.
Yeah.
Wait, it should be. It was right after the GameCube.
Bro, why are they ruining my life? Why do I have to
Silk
be
Song is
overseas when they
2025.
drop like 98 things?
Oh
Hey,
wait.
to be fair, you'll
Oh,
have
you
your
know what's so
streams
funny?
lined up for like a couple
I
weeks.
can see the green screen artifacting in this video.
It's Toby Fox, man. Get real. That's Toby Fox.
Yeah,
He's
I
just
can
being
see it.
goofy.
See, right? I don't know if it's if it's.
I
coming
love
through.
it, dude. I knew it. That's so cool, dude. And it's gonna be
I can
20
see the
bucks,
cadence.
and you will have all of the chapters from now on. That is wild. 24 bucks, and you get all of Deltarune
Yeah.
forever. There's gonna be
You
like
know,
8 chapters.
I think I'm gonna give
Whew.
Deltarune a shot, either
Yeah,
now
baby,
or
it's
when all
so
5
good.
chapters
pretty good.
come out. You know, because I did like it a
looks
lot
so
more than
good.
Undertale. You know, I'm an Undertale hater. So
It is a better game, but I feel like Undertale just hits different though. It's hard to explain, but it definitely, in terms of a game, Deltarune's a better game for sure.
Who said that?
Dude, it's so hype. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. That's so cool.
But you know what? I'm so excited.
Finally,
for?
I'll have more background music for my videos, dude. Woo!
this announcement right here.
Dude, they're gonna go.
This is such a bait, bro. I was so
If
mad.
we need a
I thought it
Thought
was Smash.
for a couple
now the
seconds.
reason
Same.
I thought it was Smash too
No, it's
because it has
Kirby
it's the exact same CGI from the trailers, right?
Same Kirby.
But then I
model,
saw
yeah.
this and I had a
Yeah.
heart attack. Right?
Dude, I'm so hyped. When they zoomed in on it on like the star, I was like, okay, it's Air Ride. Like I knew
This
before
has
they even
been
did
my
the
most
thing.
requested game for like the past like 10 years. Oh my god. Just I'm
I did
Dude,
think
I
it was
called
Smash
this.
though,
I
like
called
genuinely.
this in my Switch predictions. I don't know how. I don't
Yeah.
know how.
Dude,
My
no,
thing-
I was okay. This game was like, okay, that's cool on its own, and then saying directed by Sakurai, that
Yeah.
really like kicked it into overdrive for me. That's so hype. But I did think it was
Mm-hmm.
Smash. And speaking of Smash, Arms was in Smash. Are you guys ready for Wheelchair Guy? Are you guys ready for Wheelchair Guy to
Dude,
be the newcomer?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Are you ready for
Did they just-
Dragon Drifter?
Do they just like edit in a hard R? Is that what they just? Is that the edit? It was like
Wait, what?
Kirby Air Ride,
What are you
and then
talking
it's just
It's
like an
Kirby Air
R.
Riders now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hard
I feel
R
like that's
and S.
ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. And then we
Terrible
got
phrasing.
actually speaking of predicting things, I'm actually gonna open up my file explorer here. And I'm gonna
Stupid.
send a clip in the chat. This is the funniest thing. Anna, you can put it up screen. This is.
I
54
still
minutes.
feel like
Just
the
look at that
game-
video.
Development partners coming
Okay.
to Nintendo Switch
3D
Ready?
Donkey Kong.
Elden Ring.
No, that's funny.
Oh, Elden Ring.
So it's so great.
got it.
I don't know why I have a knack for calling things like right before they appear, but what do
I'm
we think
so
about
mad
Donkey
that there's
Kong?
no 3D Mario.
I haven't
Listen,
seen any
it's
of the Donkey
cool,
Kong stuff yet.
But like,
thought-
are you serious? This is what they're launching with? Donkey Kong?
I thought it was Mario at first.
I was actually hoping it wasn't when I started seeing more of the environment. I was like, this is too weird to be Mario, and then the monkeys sort of tipped me off. And then
Wait,
I saw
can you
Donkey
go
Kong
back?
smash
Can you
through.
go back real quick?
Oh my God, the moon is a banana.
That's funny.
Oh yeah.
The
I should've
giant rock
known.
structure is also a banana.
Go to the beginning of the full beginning.
Right here.
I want to show you what tipped it off for me that this was Donkey Kong.
Was it the minecart?
Was it the
Wait,
giraffe?
just-
Oh my God, these little
just
posts are also
start
bananas.
Start playing. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, Mario Odyssey 2. Surely it's not Mario Odyssey 2.
It
And
looks
I'm
too
like,
detailed and complex for a Mario game.
I'm like, the vibe is 3D Nintendo platformer, but like something's off.
Just realized
And
there's another
then,
banana.
wait.
Okay,
I
okay.
think it's the next scene.
Yeah.
Never mind, it's the next scene.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
pulling your leg. I saw, and then I saw a monkey. And then I saw a monkey, and I'm like, oh, this is Donkey Kong. This is Donkey Kong, but 100%
And he has
this is
pants!
Donkey Kong. He has
So
pants.
gross.
He's a miner, dude.
Dude, I don't know.
I love the
don't know.
design, dude.
I do
It's
like the new
cool.
design.
I
It's
like it.
because
I
of
like
that
it.
angle. That pointed angle. That's all I was hoping for, okay?
He's
It's
beautiful.
definitely different though. It's definitely gonna piss some people off just because it's different. That's just the
It's going to
classic.
take a while for me to get used to it. Why does he have pants? I hate the pants. I know he doesn't wear them the whole trailer, but I do hate the pants. What's the deal?
Maybe
rid
you
of
get
then you could,
costumes,
like-
you know?
Take them off.
Yeah, get
I need a
costumes.
naked. I
That's
need
the-
a naked Kong, dude.
Also, one thing I want to
This,
put
this
out
looks pretty sick. I'm not
in,
gonna
in
lie.
the trailer. Just hold on. Here's the website for it, right? There was one. Hold on. If I keep scrolling for a bit, very funny clip. This.
What's going on?
You just break everything.
It's
Oh.
just a little time lapse. You just break
He
the
looks
whole
like the-
mountain, dude.
Dude, that looks like the da, 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 like the I don't know if anybody's gonna
Just
get the
as-
obscure reference, but like the little
Do
pig
you know
eating a whole
the
sandwich.
one cringe thing I will say about the new design? It's obviously just more marketable.
Yeah.
That's literally like you just know there was a bunch of like 55-year-old men sitting around a table being like, I love this design because we can sell more things.
Yeah,
That's the
I
only
mean,
thing that I find
the
cringe
reason
about
that
it.
Donkey Kong,
Indestructible environment.
the reason
I'm a big
Donkey
fan
Kong
of
was
that.
such a hype design before is because he was so different from all the Mario characters, but now he's cutesy
Yeah.
along with the rest of them. He doesn't
Yeah,
stand out.
you,
I mean,
you
I
can
guess
sell
like
more things.
I love
Yes.
how
that's
That's
wild.
good.
What is this, dude? It's a 2D section that's
2D,
mirroring
yeah.
the original.
Anyways,
That's
guys, I also
crazy.
gotta go to the washroom, so like, go talk amongst yourselves.
Wait, C-Dot, go back to the terraforming thing on
Oh.
the website, the time lapse.
I'm leaving it on
Bro,
this.
If you can't terraform like that on the next Animal Crossing, I don't want it. I don't want it.
Hold on. I'll let this run. I'll be back.
Yeah, dude. I just love the like. It's such a cool concept of having Donkey Kong's 3D game be about like destroying the
Yeah.
environment.
Yeah, I agree. It's
Because
sick.
like we've had a 3D Donkey Kong on the N64.
Yeah,
And
that is
no-
wild.
nowhere
It's been like
else.
20 something years since the last 3D Donkey Kong.
This
But
looks
even
really fun.
still, I think it's hype. But putting it into perspective, we got two new mainline Nintendo announcements this direct. That was it. We got two first-party Nintendo games. We got Air Ride and this, and that's why the
Yeah.
direct wasn't a full 10 out of 10 for me. Because
Wait,
it
what?
was
But no-
literally like,
Chairs.
Can I
what?
counter that?
oh, and wheelchairs. No,
Can I-
Mario Kart we already knew about. That wasn't an announcement.
But let me counter that, Dano. What they did this trailer, which is so hype, they've appealed to every single gamer. You have like your Undertale Andys, you have FPS like shooter people, you have your From Software boomers, then you have like everything you want from Nintendo with some new innovative stuff. Like they've literally took the whole gaming industry and like we're gonna like make everyone
Okay.
happy in some way.
Yes,
that is.
but I
what they
needed
did.
one more. If I just had that 3D Mario on
What
top
else
of
do you
this,
want, brother?
if
They-
I had 3D Mario on top of this direct
No, but-
would have been a 100% home
No,
run,
I-
best direct of all time, go down in
disagree. I
history.
disagree.
I'm not
I
kidding.
disagree.
I disagree. I also disagree.
I
What is
actually
wrong with
agree.
I'm more
guys?
excited, dude. I don't want to see another 3D Mario game. This is what I want to see.
Why?
I wanna see something different. Because there's already so many, bro.
It's been 8 years! 8 years since the last mainline 3D Mario game, Bundun!
I
8!
don't want to see the same
Dano,
over and
Dano.
over again. I want to see new things.
They're
I'm not
gonna
gonna
make
lie.
It's not the
another
same
3D Mario.
It's the new 3D Mario. That's just like saying, oh, yeah, dude, I don't want to see another movie ever again that's like based around Marvel characters because it's the same.
I could hear
Dude,
that through.
I'm gonna kill myself.
through the wall to the bathroom. Dano, what are you on about?
Dano,
Bundun is saying that he doesn't want to see a new 3D Mario game because he doesn't want to
Dano.
see the same. Dude, it's
Dano,
been
hold
8
on.
years.
Wait,
I was saying,
Dano,
I was
Dano.
saying, if there was just, hold on, let me fill C dot in. I was just saying that if there was just there was 2 mainline Nintendo game announcements. That is it. Aside from the wheelchairs, which doesn't really count. There was Kirby Air Riders and there was Donkey Kong. All right. The only thing I needed was a new 3D Mario game, and this direct would have been the best direct in Nintendo history. All right.
Dano.
That is all I needed.
Dano, I think you
Thank
should.
you, M.
Wrong,
Swizzle.
and you're stupid.
You should die.
You're wrong
I
and
agree.
you're
M.
stupid.
Swizzle agreed with me. Our guest agreed with me. You can't bully me now. I'm not the minority.
Can I explain why? Okay, maybe the answer is yes, but after the direct, did you feel like this was the greatest, like best home run? 3D Mario would have done that.
Yes.
I felt
thank
kind
you.
of empty after.
3D Mario
like,
yes.
like we
3D
can,
Mario would
like,
have done
we
that
can
for
have one
any
more
direct
thing.
it was
Hey,
in, though.
you
Well,
know
yeah,
what would have
but
done it for
ending
me?
off with Donkey
But
Kong,
no.
that's like half of the audience is going to know what Donkey Kong
You don't
is.
understand. They had to not have Mario because this was an amazing direct without Mario. Okay?
It was a
What do you think?
Great
what
direct.
do you think is going to happen year 2 of Switch?
Dude.
New
Animal
Mario,
Crossing.
New Zelda,
Animal Crossing,
new
true.
Animal Crossing.
Although I
There
don't
is
Smash.
so much
Smash.
to
I
look
don't know
forward to.
specifically
That's
because
true.
this Donkey Kong game looks like it's being developed by the in-house team who did Odyssey.
I would hate that.
think.
I would hate
I
if we
don't
didn't get a
know.
3D Mario because of this garbage. Listen, okay,
Bro.
I'm
Sitting
fine.
inside Mario.
It's cool, but I swear, if this is what the 3D Mario team has been working on
Then I'm
for the
excited
past
for it.
4 years, I would cry. No, I need a new 3D Mario, dude.
I think it's such a good idea. I
think
disagree.
it's such a good
Dude,
idea.
I don't think you understand.
Dano?
I don't think you understand.
Dude, wait,
like
hold on.
from a business perspective, this is the best direct they could have
Yeah,
made.
I agree.
From a I am Nintendo trying to do a good year 1 launch of my system and then a good year 2 launch of my system and a year 3. This is the best place that they could possibly start because of you, Dano. Because of you. Because they
Because
know.
next
And not
next
even-
year,
Dano. They know that you're gonna be sitting there going, "Ugh, I need my Mario. I need my mainline Mario game. I need it.
all right.
And
You know
then
what? I
next
will
year-
give you this.
And next year, Dano, from above, Mario Iliad will fall down. It's gonna be an open world
All right, you know
3D
what?
Mario game. You're gonna lose your mind. You're already gonna have had the Switch, and you're gonna continue the hype.
All
And
right,
not to
I'm
mention,
giving
we
you
get
this on
Final
the
Fantasy VII Remake, Elden Ring, and Cyberpunk 2077. Those are the
Cyberpunk
two
was
launch
wild,
titles.
dude.
And
Cyberpunk was
the
wild.
launch
That
title
made
for
me.
this thing.
That's insane. Okay, Cyberpunk really made me like. That was the first thing I started to realize. Like, oh, Nintendo's actually like putting power onto the Switch because Cyberpunk is a heavy game. But anyway, Johnny, I will give you this. If Mario is released within. Not released. If it's announced within a year, then I will be fine. All right, I will not be pissy.
That's what's gonna happen.
6
That's
months
what's
to
gonna
a
happen.
year. 6 months to a year, I'll give it to you. Longer than that, I shoot you. Okay, that's the
Bro,
deal.
what's your
I will
problem
come
with
over to your
this
house and
Donkey
kill
Kong
you.
game looks sick. I don't understand what your
Okay,
problem with the
Dano's
Donkey Kong
hater.
game
It's not
is.
Mario.
Look at him
It's
in
not
his
mainline
Mario hat. Look at him in his Mario hat going,
Dude,
"Yahoo!"
yes, Donkey Kong looks cool, but I don't. Dude, if I am a little 10-year-old, this
Someone Seth
game
Rogen
is
laughed.
like, dude, this game is like, it's not the main shooter. Like, this is not like the heavy hitter. Like, okay,
That's Mario Kart.
Imagine.
That's
yeah, Mario Kart.
Kart,
Okay,
exactly.
yes,
Agreed,
Mario
say that.
Kart,
Mario
but it
Kart
doesn't.
is the
Dude,
fifth best
Mario
selling game
Kart
of all
launched with
time.
Mario Kart launched with the Switch, but then we also had Odyssey and Zelda that were coming out too. Odyssey wasn't a launch title. I know it came out later, but it was still announced.
We are getting. I don't think you understand how big this is. We are getting. First of all, like 20 AAA games, massive AAA games that are saying, "Hey, at Nintendo, we are a console too." Like you have like you play COD on your Xbox.
Yes, but it's Nintendo, all right? I'm thinking of the 10-year-olds that are like, okay, I buy this for Mario Kart and
Dano,
nothing
that's-
else.
But you don't understand. Nintendo is positioning themselves right now in such a very interesting place where they're
Facts.
saying the Switch
Yeah, I
was your
agree.
Nintendo. The Switch was the game you got for your kid. The
Mm-hmm.
Switch 2 is the game you get for everything. This is the console for every type of game. That is
Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I hear you, but then also give us 3D Mario so that the 10-year-old can
they're
have
just gonna
anything
get
other to
away
play
with
than
that.
Mario
Dano,
Kart.
I think Dano, you're just salty. You're salty.
I'm not salty.
Even a
I'm a
Mario
little
tease at the end, like 2026, would have been nice.
Exactly. If I got a little stupid hat that said 2026, I would have been fine. Remember how they announced Animal Crossing and how terrible that teaser trailer was? Like, oh yeah, Isabel's in Smash, but also, yeah, there's Animal Crossing coming sometime in the future. That is all I need. I needed a fucking picture with Mario's hat on it, I would have been fine.
You know what? I think it's 10 out of 10 because it made Dano mad.
Yeah, it's up with
the
that. I do
guys just like
think,
seeing
I
me
do think
rage
though,
and mob,
there
dude.
are still a lot of dates that like Metroid Prime 4 and Pokemon still don't have release dates. Right?
That's true. That's wild.
I do
no
think
Metroid release
we're
date.
probably gonna get a direct in June. I think that's gonna happen.
This is also keep in mind this is a direct that came after a second direct. Like this is the second direct hit the tower.
Okay,
This
yeah,
is-
but
And the
all
third
we-
one's hitting on the 17th.
all we had
We
had
got-
in the last direct was Tomodachi Life. That was it for
Rhythm
me.
Heaven.
and Metroid
Rhythm Heaven.
Metroid.
and Rhythm
And
Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven. I
And
forgot about
more
Rhythm Heaven.
Pokemon info. And a
No,
bunch of other
but I'm
games.
talking
So
about
we-
announcements. I'm talking sheer announcements, all right? We had That's weird, by the way. Why do you think they announced Tomodachi Life on the last direct? Like, why?
Because it's
I don't
People
know.
who have the Switch are gonna
Just
get
'cause
it.
it's-
I'll
People
take
who-
it.
people
yeah,
who
but why
just
was
have
it
a
the
Switch
last
for
one and
cozy
not
games
this one?
are gonna
Yeah.
get it.
That's true. That's true.
Listen, man.
You're right.
Can I talk? Listen, I think
No.
there is.
Fuck you.
There, I hate you. The Switch 2 could already be the best console of all time. It just needs to do one of two things, and then its soul is mine. Okay?
Melee.
The option number one. Okay, Melee is. Okay, there's three things. Melee is one. Option number two. They need to
Smash
release.
Bros.
No, hold up. Option number
Ooh.
two. They need to release the old Pokemon games. At
Yep.
least Gen 3. At least Gen 3. And option number three, yeah, a new Smash game, bro.
Do you
Like,
guys
what the
think
hell?
Smash would be a new one, or would they do this dumb expansion thing with Smash?
No,
I don't think.
I think it's a
You
new
think?
one, but I also hope they do like a Melee port.
Well, I mean, after
I think also,
After Kirby.
also,
I wouldn't
Dano,
expect
you're
a port.
forgetting
I say GameCube
the-
Virtual. That's
the
it.
library of Switch 2. I'm just thinking from like a console release perspective. The Switch 2 right now is looking like it's going to be one of the most impressive releases of all time because you
Backwards
have
compatibility.
First of all,
You have the entire Switch library.
of the Switch, which is amazing. You have your Mario, you have your Zelda, and you're getting new Pokemon, new Metroid, new Mario Kart, plus Mario Kart 8. So people who already have Mario Kart 8 are going to be able to play it on the Switch 2. You're getting all of the backwards compatible NES games, SNES games, GameCube games, N64 games. It is such an incredible library from the jump. And AAA games, you're getting a new Dark Souls or a new FromSoft.
Crazy.
You're
Like,
getting Elden
I
Ring.
think
You're
only
getting
a few of us know
Madden.
how crazy that is. Like, it's actually insane.
like
You're
the
getting
only
Madden, you're
Zelda,
getting
the only
FIFA.
3D Zelda game, or I think just Zelda game period, that you can't play on the Switch once this drops, the Switch 2 would be Twilight Princess.
Twilight Princess.
I think.
But then that the
Twilight
GameCube thing, they'll probably just add it
Yeah.
later.
Yeah,
just add it later.
the Switch is
Getting,
a very good
I'm trying to
console.
think.
Like we got to end up soon, but the Switch is a very good console for like playing all of a series, all Pikmin games.
No, we
all
should
Xenoblade
keep
games,
going on
so
this
and so
podcast. We
forth.
should do a 2-hour podcast today on just the Switch
I
too.
do not care.
I think
the stage has been set. Sorry, Per, I'll let you talk in a second. The stage has been set for this to be literally the most successful console launch of all time. Everything is in favor of the Switch 2. We're like, here is the console that you can play all the Switch games you already have. The Switch has been around since 2017. This is an eight-year gap. It's gonna come out. A bunch of people are going to get it. Then they're going to do a price cut. A bunch more people are going to get it. Then they're going to release a Mario. A bunch more people are going to get it. Nintendo knows exactly what they're doing.
They're-
They are working on a Mario.
they're
just not
dominating, dude.
announcing it because they know, Dano, that
And
the
Animal
people-
Crossing, I
there are
think in
certain
like
people
3
who are
or
going
4
to buy
years
it.
will be another big wave.
Exactly. They right now are positioning themselves so they're going to have the longevity of we have our Mario, we have our Zelda, we have all of these games that could come out, and we have a bunch of really impressive games that are going to come out at launch. When has another console had this much behind it at launch?
All right, so another couple things.
Low key, Animal Crossing next year. The Splatoon team
Has
and
to be.
Animal Crossing
I
teams
don't know
are the
about
same
that.
dev team, right? Splatoon 3 wrapped up 2022.
I don't know. Animal Crossing next year is a wild take.
you know what I hope. I
Oh.
hope that this new DK game counted as the new 3D Mario, and we don't get one for
No.
another 8 years.
Yeah.
and
Facts, me
damn.
too.
You each die, pair. You absolute. No, listen. I genuinely
Dano,
like.
bro, you gotta play the game first, man. You're hating before it's even out.
No, I know.
slap.
I'm
It looks
going to
great.
enjoy the game. I'm saying from a 15-year-old or a 10-year-old perspective, just looking at the trailer, like, yes, a bunch of people will play it, but it still looks overly complex
Dano,
for like
Dano?
Nintend's
No, it
audience of
doesn't.
kids.
Dano.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
You
it does.
Punch rock. Punch rock.
I
You punch
am
rock.
Dude.
popping off
punch
as a
it wrong,
10-year-old.
actually,
I am
you-
popping off. You're a monkey that can break everything. As a 10-year-old, I'm going
Even
insane,
still,
Dano.
just the design,
fun.
Dano.
the design for everything. Look at how, like, I don't know, it just doesn't
Dano.
look
Dano.
Nintendo
You
know what,
enough for, like,
Dano,
to be
Dano,
one of
you
those
can play.
games.
You can play the fucking, you can play the fucking wheelchair basketball game, okay?
That's wild that they actually released that. I am
Look,
never
look,
gonna
look what
like-
Look what you're doing, Donkey Kong.
Dano,
Okay.
how can you say this doesn't look like Nintendo? This looks like Nintendo.
Yes,
dude.
it's a Nintendo game, but it's still going to be half of the audience that buys it. This is not the heavy hitter that you guys think it is, all right? I'm going to wait for the sales data, and I'm going to rub it in your faces in a year, all right?
All
I
right.
swear. This is going to be...
Bonanza, dude. Look at that name,
Yeah, that is a
Bonanza.
peak name.
See,
It's a
look,
peak
look.
name.
Dano,
Tell
they-
me this isn't gonna be a hit with the younger audience.
I
Look at
love that
See?
they did the
Perfect gag.
wait. I love that they did the bit like that. These are some pretty cool bananas. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And then he looks up and screams. Anyway,
Okay.
two things that I want to bring up as well. First off, the Rayman community was super disappointed because there's been a bunch of news / leaks about Ubisoft or whatever working on a new Rayman 3 re-release, and a lot of people
Yeah.
thought it was going to be in the game or in the direct. So a little sadness. And then the other thing is I lost it. I'll remember in a second.
Oh, okay.
Well, Ubisoft's about to go under, so
Yeah,
and
I say
probably even bought from
everyone
someone else. So I don't know.
before we-
if they're
before
doing
we
any
head up.
gaming right now.
I'd say drop the rating of the direct and a dream game for Switch 2 that you think's gonna realistically come out. Bundan, you go first.
We'll
Yeah.
start with Swizzle. No, we should start with Swizzle. He's a guest.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, what's the question again?
Okay, what would you rate the direct out of 10 after we've had this chat, and then dream game that you think will be on the Switch 2 realistically?
And anything else you
9.
want to add?
9, Animal Crossing. I have one more thing I want to go over here. So 9 out of 10, Animal Crossing. Show next year, not releasing next year. I want to talk about this. We talk about how good of a launch this whole Switch 2 is going to have, right? My wallet will not have a good launch.
That's true.
I totaled up everything, okay?
Everything?
So,
Oh no!
Assuming-
I'm scared to hear this.
assuming
camera?
we are physical gamers, here it is.
Mm-hmm.
Switch 2, $450.
Yep.
Physical gamers, Mario Kart World, $90.
Well, bundle $500 with.
But that's
the
digital.
bundle.
That's
Right,
digital.
but that's digital. GameCube controller is launch day. Let's assume 60.
I'm getting that.
Right.
yeah.
I'm
I think
getting
it's gonna
that.
be 70.
Good, yeah,
70. Let's
I can
assume
see that.
70. The camera is 50. The Pro controller is 80.
I'm getting that.
Joy-Con steering wheels are 20.
That's hype.
And they only use express micro SD cards, and I want one of the bigger ones. So,
But I thought you were a
I
physical
found
gamer,
some-
Msizzle. I thought you were a physical
yes,
gamer. What's going
but
on?
just in case, I want one, and that's around $80 for a pretty big one.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Your total comes out to $830.
Okay, wait. Let's take off all
One
of the
Sand
items.
Tetris stream. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, wait. Taking off all of the items, how much are the games gonna cost? Like from launch, Air Ride, Donkey Kong. Wheelchair game is gonna be $15
we know
bucks.
that-
If wheelchair
Girls-
game is more than
is-
$15, I
is it
swear.
like a
has to be
$70 average
70.
now?
I
I think
think
everything's
game
at
is
a
going to
70
be
average.
$50, Dano.
$50 for
game
the
is going to be
stupid wheelchair game.
I know
will
that
cry.
Donkey Kong is
I will lose
70.
it.
I think there's some crazy pricing going on with Mario Kart, which I think
Yeah.
they want people
So
to buy the
it's
bundle. It's crazy.
it's 80, but also 90 in Europe if you get a physical. Very weird.
I feel like
I think
there's a bit
Mario
of
Kart is
confusion,
just
you know?
going to be like Tears of the Kingdom, where
Yeah.
like they up it by 10 just because it's a big seller, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like
Because they
after
can,
the
people will buy
sales
it.
of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, yet again, 5th best-selling game of all time. Like I put it in the chat
Mm-hmm.
there. They gave Mario Kart like budget, right? So
Uh-huh.
I can only imagine like how
Also-
much that game costs to make.
I feel like people are gonna buy the Switch just to have the Switch 2 just to have a better Switch.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people the thing is like everyone's like, oh, where's the mainline Mario? Where's the mainline Zelda? Where's the mainline Animal Crossing? You already have them. Like,
Okay,
dude,
well,
I'm
zip
gonna-
it. That's
I'm
the
gonna
same
get my
thing with the
Switch,
Wii U.
Mario.
I'm gonna
Like,
get my
oh, the
Switch
Wii U
2
was such a
day
great
one.
launch because you could play Mario Kart Wii on it. Like, okay, all right.
I'm gonna
yeah,
get
but
my
the backwards
Switch 2
compatibility
day
is,
one
like,
and
is
start playing
expected.
Wii
Wind
U was
Waker.
different. The Wii U is different because everyone thought the Wii U was just the gamepad. They didn't realize it was a new console.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this is a new console. This is a new console that you can buy that will let you play your Switch games better.
You know what else?
That is the sell.
Mario Maker. I'm wondering when they're gonna drop a Mario Maker. Mario Maker 3.
With the mouse mode, dude.
Yeah, mouse mode
has to
Mario
be
Maker.
now.
I feel like that was.
Next year.
I was honestly.
Next
I
year
don't.
instead
I don't
of
know if
3D
I
Mario.
expected it now, but f you. Okay, but anyway,
That was such like
dude,
a
I was
visceral reaction.
expecting. I feel like a Mario
Family-friendly
Maker would
YouTuber,
have
by the
made-
way.
Yes, Mario Maker would have made a lot of sense to be like in this direct. I think it would have been too much. I think
Dude,
that
just
like
shut
to
up,
Johnny's
man.
point.
Honestly,
All right,
who gives
hey,
a fuck
next
about Mario?
person.
They
Who,
got Mario
who's
Kart,
next?
man.
Who's next? Who's
next?
A
next?
mouse with Mario
Johnny-
Maker
Johnny,
though.
you
That
go.
would have been
Johnny, you
so
go.
Yeah,
hype.
they're
Get
gonna
real.
Go
do
the order
that.
on my
They'll
screen.
do that.
I think this is a 9.5 direct in terms of showing what like I have such a good idea of what the Switch is. The Switch is not just a portable console. The Switch is a mainstream, mainline, heavy hitter console. This is the console you are going to for big AAA games, for good quality Nintendo games, for indie games, for portability. This is the like ultimate experience of like Nintendo is saying.
I'm starting to
"We
think
are
I'm not
here."
the industry plant. I'm gonna be so real. This is crazy.
Nintendo,
No, I-
Johnny
I
does
agree.
have
I
like
agree.
80
we are
Kirby
here
plushes behind
to
you.
Be,
I mean,
we
Dan,
are here to
I implore
be
you.
a
Even
like
still.
like the console wars. When everybody thinks of it, this is PlayStation. This
Wait, are
is
you leaving,
Xbox,
M.
and
Sizzle? Do you have
Nintendo's
to
doing
go?
Their own thing.
No.
Okay.
I have breaking
I thought you were
news.
waving goodbye.
Sorry to totally interrupt. I have breaking news.
Oh,
hear it.
The
breaking.
prices for all the games have been shown off.
Oh, I'll take a look.
Oh.
Okay.
Are they on the Nintendo
Kirby
store?
and the Forgotten Land with the extra, $80.
I knew it.
Zelda
extra.
Breath of the Wild with the extra, $70, so $10 extra. Tears of the Kingdom with the extra, with the Switch 2, all that, $80, so 10
Shit.
extra.
I figured it out.
Jamboree, Jamboree is
Jamboree.
$20 more.
Okay, so if
And-
it has the extra content with the expansion,
20.
it's 20, and if it's extra performance, it's 10.
I told you it's gonna be 20. I told you it's gonna be 20. I literally called it earlier in the pod.
Sorry to interrupt. I just had breaking news. I had,
No, that's
that's
good
good.
info. That's good info.
That's
good.
And
That's good.
if you have the expansion, you get like the $10 ones I think for free, which is awesome. I don't want
'Cause
to
here's the
pay
thing,
for
500
Zelda
bucks
Siri, dude.
Launch $500. That's a lot. That's a lot. Like that's a hefty price to pay. But this is, I think what they're positioning themselves as right now is this is the console for everything. This isn't like we're not like it's your consoles you play for big boy games and then you get Nintendo for Nintendo games. Nintendo is saying, hey, get our console for everything. We're here. We have a powerful console that's gonna do big things. Pay attention. And that's huge because one of the biggest reasons the Wii U didn't do good is Nintendo games were the only thing that was on it. You only had Nintendo games.
Shout
With
out
the
Paper
Switch,
Mario
Nintendo
Color
kind of
Splash.
brought they brought that back. They're like, okay, we're gonna have more third-party games, but nobody's playing The Witcher 3 on the Switch. Nobody's playing Assassin's Creed 3 on the Switch. With Switch 2,
Cyberpunk
Elden
is
Ring,
such a big
I
kicker.
think, yeah.
Cyberpunk,
Elden Ring's gonna be the
Like,
the
these
Switch
are-
version of Elden Ring's gonna be the best-selling version.
like you could get a Steam Deck and play portable games, or you could get a Switch. This is the competitor that they have now.
I
Their
feel like-
competitor is the Steam Deck.
I
That's
feel
what
like
the
Nintendo's
Steam Deck
saying.
sell?
Steam Deck is
Yeah.
so much
That-
like. I
But
feel
it's,
like
Steam Deck sold a lot.
6
Do you know
million.
what's
it
cr-
did.
I
It's a
agree.
lot,
Dude,
but I still
as
feel like
someone-
it's less. I would choose a Switch over Steam Deck, and that's like even not.
Yeah,
even not
because
as a
no,
Nintendo
that's what
person.
we're saying.
Jeno,
That's what they're doing
that's
so
what they're
well. That's
saying.
exact.
I am a Nintendo person, but if I wasn't, I would choose a Switch.
But then what? Do you know what they're doing? This is like, look, as someone who plays games on their PC and a PC gamer, there's actually a reason to buy a Switch. Where every other console, there's no reason for me to buy it because like
Yeah.
I can just play it on my PC better.
You can't
With
play
the
Mario
Switch,
Kart.
there's actual advantages because go back. It can just be a handheld, but also I can play Switch exclusives, and
Listen.
there's more creative Nintendo games that I want to
This
enjoy.
right
Like
here, this was like $800. I think it might have been
$800?
Like, this is expensive. This is expensive. The Switch is $500 with Mario Kart.
Yeah, listen,
Like,
I
that's what they're saying. They're saying you have the power of this, the power of something like this, and it plays Nintendo games. That is a
it's
crazy
not
sell.
it's not as strong. It's not as strong.
Listen,
What you had-
as
but,
much as I like.
How strong
yeah.
do you need a console to be? Because I feel like the Switch 2 is like the
You
last
don't.
big graphical leap.
It-
Like we're not getting anything.
Have
We
a-
shouldn't need anything
Say that-
higher than this. You know.
Have a PC.
720p in 2025 is a little underwhelming. All right.
Have a PC and a Switch too. Like
Wait,
you'll
what about
you'll have the
720p,
best
Dano?
fun
There was
ever.
nothing. There's no,
Yes,
no, there's
120 FPS in handheld mode, 720p.
No, that's it's 1080.
Nope. Go to
It's-
Metroid. Go to
No,
Metroid.
no.
Go to
It
Metroid.
says it underneath. It says
Yep.
it underneath.
It's
720
Oh wait,
in
I'm
Nope.
I'm trolling. Where is it? It's 1080p.
It's
I'm
1080p
fairly
Nope.
sure.
60.
It's
No,
not.
No.
Oh, it's
It's
720.
120,
Yeah.
720.
But that's still in
and
handheld, though, you know,
2025. Yes,
But
but in
the reason- the
2025,
reason I give it-
720p is a little crazy.
Dano, I
The
think
reason I give
that
it a 9
the
out of,
new.
9.5. Sorry, you go, Pat. You go.
I think you need to. Dano's just salty, man. He's salty about the
Yeah, I
Donkey
think
Kong,
Dano's just
dude.
salty. Honestly.
I'm not salty. This is an honest opinion. 720p in 2025 is a little wild. I'm still saying the Direct is an 8 out of 10.
120 FPS, Dano.
It is 120 FPS, but 720p in
Dano, but that's
2025.
been- this has been
it's
Nintendo
still-
for the last 20 years, though. Like that's just
Dano.
the normal for Nintendo to be.
And-
I know. I'm
Like,
saying this is still a
720p.
Nintendo thing. This isn't industry standard yet. It's
Dano,
not
that's
saying
an
we're never going to
option.
get another graphical leap.
That
I
is
think
an
we're still
option,
going to get. There's a
Dano,
little
Dano, I don't think you
graphical
understand.
leap.
I don't think you understand what you're saying. It is 720p for 120 frames per second. Or if you don't want to do that and you care about the graphics more than the performance, you can do
like full
1080p.
Yeah.
I
60
know,
FPS,
but
which
just
is
the
still crazy.
number
And-
720p in
Oh
2025.
my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh.
Why are you booing me? I'm right. I am so
Does
outspoken
the
on
same
this.
No,
thing.
Dano, you don't
The
understand. You don't
Steam
need
Deck
it.
does the same thing, and you can do 4K 60 if you
And-
dock it.
And the
You
whole
guys are
point
just
is, like,
glazers.
handheld.
You guys are just
Dano,
glazers. You
Dano,
want to get
hold it
sponsored. All of your industry plants.
Dano,
All
I
of
have
your
a question.
industry plants.
You have the option for 720p to 4K.
I
You
hope
have that
I hope
option.
Nintendo copy strikes all of you guys for no reason. I hope they just say, you know
Dano,
what,
just
these
for
guys
that,
in
I'm
particular.
gonna report you specifically. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm going 720p in handheld mode and getting more
Honestly,
FPS.
I might be
That's
going
all I'm saying,
720p
bro.
as
Like
well.
that's what I'm
It's an
doing.
option.
720p in
That's what you have.
2025.
It's such
It
a
is
small screen. It's like
2025.
a phone
The
screen. You
screen's
don't
this
even know
big.
it.
It's
It doesn't need to be
2025.
Oh my
The
god.
screen's that big, brother. Like you don't
Do
need
you
it to be
remember?
higher.
Do you
And-
remember
hold
back
on,
in the day?
Hold on, wait. Final
when
question.
Nintendo-
Final question. Dano, shut up. Final question. Are you taking the 720p?
I hope you get hit by a car. Not you,
Who,
Jose.
me?
I'll see
Yeah.
that.
Are you
No.
taking the
No.
720p 120 frames per second?
I think my way to play is 1080 120 on the TV.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Case in point.
I think
Case in
that's
point.
optimal, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. A handheld mode though. Are you going 720 or 1080?
Wait, so what's the options?
So
720.
like the performance
720
mode.
120 FPS or 1080 60?
That's a little tougher. I think I'd probably go 1080 60. I have to see it first though.
All
It
right, wait,
depends on what game
hold on,
you're
hold on.
playing.
Before,
If you're
before
playing
we go,
FPS,
show
you
of
want to
hands.
play like
Show of hands. Who's actually going to play Metroid Prime 4?
yeah,
I'll
100%.
try
You
it
kidding me?
with an IGN guy to help me.
This is good. This is good. You guys
Hey, did you put your hand up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I'm hyped.
Bro,
for
okay,
it. I
who's
think
next,
it's
bro?
gonna
We
be
gotta
good.
wrap this up, bro.
I
Terrence,
think
you.
I think
I'm next. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I gave it 8.5 before the direct. I'm gonna be true. I'm gonna be realistic. I don't want to glaze it too hard. I think I'm still gonna give it an 8.5 for me personally because I'm more of a Smash Pokemon guy. You know, like So yeah, I think if they would have, this could have been over a 9 for me if they would have announced old Pokemon games or something Smash related, even an
Or 3D
ultimate like
Mario.
patch, even an ultimate patch with like 3 more fighters. I don't care. But
I think the fact that they didn't show anything about Ultimate bodes well. They showed
I
nothing
think
about
they,
Smash.
they just hate Smash, bro. They hate
Yeah,
Smash.
No, they got some.
Yeah,
they got
They
something
hate
cooking.
Smash, dude.
They know,
All right,
how,
Bun
they
done.
know how well.
Bun done. You go.
Smash
What's
sells.
your? Oh wait, Parrot. I'm assuming Smash is like the game you want, right?
The game I want the most, honestly, dog. I'm not gonna say Smash. I'm gonna say Pokemon, Heart Gold and Soul Silver, and Black and White.
All right, Bun done. You go.
I reckon it was a personal. I reckon personally, it's like a 9 out of 10. I'm the same as Pear. I want Smash and Pokemon, but what I really want instead of like a game, I want to be able to plug my mouse in and my keyboard. If I can do that
would
while
be
it's
hype.
docked, that would be crazy. So that's what I'm
play
hoping for.
and play Marvel Rivals. That would be sick.
Dude.
Yes.
Just like anything
Where
I
is
want,
Rivals,
like,
dude? Where is Rivals?
Oh my god.
All right,
Rivals
that's what I'm
for
looking
me,
forward to.
Dano, you can go last. For me,
Can we skip Dano? Can we just have Seed
Yeah,
on
yeah,
and
we
just end
can
the
actually.
podcast?
Oh
All right.
my
No,
god.
I have things. I have a last like
Seed
few
on,
things
you
to say.
go.
so it's a 10 out of 10 for me, obviously because of that Kirby Air Ride announcement.
was pretty
Probably my dream game for like something like this. Honestly, it wouldn't be a dream game, so to speak. It more so just like give me the deluxe or the Switch 2 editions of like Xenoblade 3. So it can like run just a bit better. I think just on the basis of an old Switch game running on the Switch 2, it will just be better, like we saw with the faster loading times earlier. So I think it still will be enhanced to some degree, but like I really want the like extra, just the cut above that. I feel like that'd be really neat. Anyways, that's the end of the podcast.
No, hey, I have one last thing to say, and it's not a 3D Mario game that I want. All right,
Dano,
It's
you have
not a
5
3D Mario
seconds
game
before
that I
you have to
want.
stop recording.
Guys,
Dano,
no,
you have 5 seconds.
No,
the
eat shit.
podcast.
I have a couple
Appreciate
last
it.
things to say.
Guys,
I have a couple
make sure
last
you
things to say.
subscribe.
I'm gonna
Let
keep
him
myself.
speak.
I'm
Let
gonna
him
keep myself. No. All right, seriously. Last thing I want to say, or well, last point I wanted to add
What's
on.
your rating?
Bundun-
What's your rating?
Okay. Honestly, Johnny kind of convinced me with business strategy wise. I think it probably is a 9 out of 10, but personally, still
go.
an 8. Personally, still an 8. But from Johnny's perspective with the business and everything, yeah, I think 9 or 9.5 because you're right, they're saving it.
Because it's an 8 for everyone.
Yeah.
It's like a minimum
Yeah.
8 for everyone,
You're
and
right.
that makes
You're
it
right.
a 9.
You're right. You're right. Bundun mentioned a little while ago. I just wanted to say this last thing. Bundun mentioned a little while ago, and I never got a chance to comment on it. How you don't have to buy an Xbox or PlayStation anymore because they port their games to PC. And while I appreciate them doing that, I've always thought it's a stupid business decision to stop making exclusives. And I think Nintendo is like really smart business-wise for always doing exclusives. But anyway, so Dream Game. I know there's going to be a 3D Mario sometime eventually, all right? I know it's going to happen. Dream game that's never going to happen, Rayman. But from Nintendo, I want to see Kid Icarus Uprising with a mouse. That's what I want. I want to be able to play Kid Icarus Uprising with a
I
mouse.
could see it. I could see it.
W
it.
pull.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus.
Yeah. Or
Who here has
or
played
Kid
that on the
Icarus sequel.
3DS?
Dude.
Who's
I never
played
got
Kid
to. That's
Icarus
why I
on
want to.
3DS? 'Cause
Wait,
I never got
Do you
to.
reckon-
I only saw.
Question:
No.
Do you reckon you can play 64 games with your mouse on the Switch 2?
Are you thinking of GoldenEye right
Nintendo
now?
64 games?
Yeah, dude. GoldenEye with a mouse goes hard on PC. I wonder if you can actually do that now.
Maybe.
like-
I know you can remap
That would be
controls for the GameCube games. So
Bro,
maybe-
imagine
True.
every,
Yeah,
every
so I
Metroid
would be
game
shocked
on
if you
GameCube
couldn't.
with your mouse, dude. That just, oh my god, that'd be so sick, bro.
I would be shocked
anyway.
if you could play Metroid Prime 4 and not the original, like the
remastered?
Metroid Prime. Yeah, the remastered with a mouse. Like, I'd be shocked. And also, where's the other 2 Metroid games? You're right. Somebody said that Switch is like the big thing to have all of the series on one console. I'm shocked that we didn't get the other 2. No, it wasn't going to be in this direct.
That's why.
But maybe in the last
I
one.
think Nintendo is positioning themselves to have the Switch be the ultimate like game console. Like
I hope, man.
Like the most games from the most developers. Like if you have the entire Switch library, and portable. It's not only do you have Smash Melee, it's you have Smash Melee and you can take it anywhere. That's
Yes.
absurd.
Where do you
That's
think-
Yeah, it's crazy.
absurd.
Dude,
It's crazy. It's
I got
really
the
sick.
same feeling after Smash Ultimate. Where do you think they can go from here? Are they going to do a Switch 3? No
That's
way.
what I thought with Mario Kart.
Will
Like
they?
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah,
Then they
that's
put out
valid.
Mario
With
Kart
all
World.
of those
They'll always
courses.
think of something. You know, that is a
Yeah, it's
designer's
Nintendo.
job at the end of
Can't
the
be
day.
thought they-
Switch 3.
Dude, the interesting thing about this whole thing is like Nintendo's normally like the whole bit is like we're gonna innovate, like we're gonna have less power and
Yeah.
then innovate. But the cool thing about this is that innovation is like, oh, we're just gonna target everyone who plays games. Like that was the
Yeah.
innovation. Like we're gonna play it safe.
And
we're gonna
there's still-
just do the Switch again.
There still
but
is
our
Best
with like
innovation is
even like
we
the
got
mouse
everyone.
controls and all of that.
Best
Also,
business
one
move, I
thing
think.
that
So good.
I don't want to bring up
It's
too many
sick.
leaks, but you can use this console upside down as well, right?
Yeah, I saw that.
So it works in
That's-
Australia now.
Yeah, it works in Australia, right? And so people were theorizing that there could be extra attachments for like a second screen or something like that. So if that happens and they drop the
A second
second
see.
screen would be crazy.
it's genuinely wraps.
Oh yeah, dude. DS,
I think this console
DS
we're gonna have this
Virtual
next
Console.
console. For the
I
next
don't know
10
about a
years.
second screen. That would be wild. Playing DS games on a Switch too, dude. Like do you guys remember the NX leaks from like 2015? Like with that little flap that spun around. I miss that. Anyway, sorry. I think we need to have M Swizzle on again because I feel like we didn't get to focus on him as much as a guest. So we need to have you
All
on again
good.
soon. But do you have anything else you wanted to add before we end off the pod?
Nothing much.
Which of us would
I
you
feel
kill?
like-
Yeah, if you
You
had
have
to
to kill one of
member
us.
and replace him.
Yes.
You guys are about to end the
Persona.
podcast.
Well, you made you made a group chat here with 8 people and 2 didn't show up. I'd kill them too.
Oh,
Bam and
you
Joe.
kill both Johnny and
Bam
Bam.
and Joe.
With Johnny.
Why not?
Johnny-
I
Johnny's
meant
here.
Joe. I meant Joe.
Johnny is here in the flesh. He is existing right now.
Oh, so you killed Johnny. Oh, you killed
It's
Johnny.
okay. It's okay.
Oh,
I
that's
understand. I understand, Dano.
No, wait.
It's all good. It's all good. I know.
I
people
still need to
have
play Mario
schedules.
Kart with you, Johnny. Please no, not yet. Actually, not ever.
Thank you for your Nintendo expertise.
Of course.
Love
I
you,
appreciate you
thank
all
you.
having me on. This
Yeah, I
this
appreciate
this
it.
is
We'll have to have
awesome.
you on again soon.
Heck yeah.
Everybody else, subscribe to Rumble Pack if you're going to buy a Switch. Or
Thank
just
you.
subscribe. Oh, also
Subscribe.
subscribe if you're not.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye. Subscribe later.
Bye.
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 Flint and Steel.